Hello and welcome to 5 Day Rentals, the video store podcast, and we are finishing up the last of the SMASHVILLE category. It's good to see you, dudes.
Hey.
We're here. We made it.
Yeah, you sat through Castle Freak last week and The Edge the week before.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time for a Bones Classic. Tom Berenger beating up some underprivileged kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're wondering what this category was, it is simply selections from Mount Molehill's movies discussed on 5 Day Rentals, but never covered. This movie's getting covered, dudes.
When did we talk about Substitute?
Bones has brought it up a few times.
I think that was Substitute 3.
Probably.
I think it got brought up whenever we were covering, whenever he was shoving Treat Williams in pretty hardcore.
I don't know.
Now he's went through a Sam Elliott phase.
Shoving Treat Williams. We did Deep Rising for Big Assed.
Yeah.
We did Dead Heat for Detectives.
We did Trancers.
Trancers was a movie we covered.
Oh, no. I'm thinking of Tim Thomerson.
Yeah. Different guy.
But it came up with Treat.
Yeah, and the Phantom. He's the bad guy in the Phantom.
Yeah,
really underrated performance. Oh, I'm Bones, by the way. I'm joined as always by Laundry Dan and Kron Howard. How are you, dudes?
They know who you are.
I know, but this might be somebody's first episode.
Welcome, new listeners.
Yeah.
Are there any lady substitute movies?
There should be.
Dangerous Minds.
She's not. Is she?
She's a former Marine, I think.
That Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
She's a beauty. She's a beaut.
How into this genre are you guys? The white person or, liberal educated person goes into the inner city and makes some changes.
My favorite's Half Nelson because he's just a drug addict.
Half Nelson's good.
Just gets high.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not very into the genre. I can't think of another one.
Got you ever see Stand and Deliver?
No.
Nope. James Olmos? That's a good one.
Dangerous Minds. Why I think Michelle Pfeiffer. We talked about that.
Almost
4 seconds ago.
Yeah, but we didn't say what the movie was called.
There's
Higher Learning.
Higher Learning's there. Is there one called Freedom Writers? Is that the one with
with Hillary Swank.
Baby?
I never even heard of any of these movies.
Okay.
Well, good thing.
It's a whole genre has passed me by.
You've never had to worry about the plight of the inner city school.
I mean, I know about your sister acts.
Okay.
How do you know what my sister acts?
That's the same thing, right? Whoopi Goldberg goes in and cleans up the rough
church.
Catholic school.
The first one's a church. The second one is a Catholic school.
Back in the habit.
Lauren Hill. Yeah.
Kron, is Sister Act 2 better than Sister Act 1?
Sure.
I've never seen any of them.
You've never seen Sister Act?
No.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Sister Act 2 more than the first Sister
My wife always says 2's better than 1.
Yeah.
I think I've seen 2 more because I associate Sister Act with going into a rough school and cleaning it up.
That's like Revenge of the Nerds. I know Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise, more than the original Revenge of the Nerds.
High School High. John
Lovitz. That was a parody. That was sort of a response to
all of
this genre.
I wonder how that holds up.
Probably worse than The Substitute, which does not hold up in modern times.
I mean, I'm sure there's a guy out there that's like, yeah, that's what we need.
Oh, 100%. That's what this thing was tying into, was let's get a white, down the middle, conservative guy to, do what these other people can't.
Is that even what this is, though? I feel like in this one, he's like, I want to go kill this kid that crippled my wife's leg.
I think it starts that way. I think it is inspired by all those other films to have this. It kind of juts into, I am making a difference. And then he completely forgets the task and blows the shit out of the school. But
Kindergarten Cop would be another one.
Is he trying to clean up that kindergarten?
Yeah, dude. There's one dude in there talking about vaginas and penises, dude.
These kids are fucked up. Substitute might be the perfect blend of Stand and Deliver meets Kindergarten Cop. I was thinking maybe Sister Act meets Stand and Deliver, but had you guys ever seen it before?
Yes.
Before this week?
I had been
No.
it was VHS rental long time ago.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool action stuff at the end that just, it feels like they're just hitting the tropes, you know?
Get the Rate My Letterboxd notebook to Dan. So I guess that means you've never seen any of the sequels.
No.
Okay.
I have not.
So I will tell you, we have talked about, and I floated this idea of a substitute category, and the premise being getting some of our movie pod buddies to come in and break down the plot. Not only would it give us a full 3 weeks off, we just get to riff.
Yeah, but is it going to be weird when you guys pick substitute 2 and 3, and then I pick some Skinamax lady substitute movie?
No, the premise would be we would go through 2, 3, and 4. The Treat Williams run. It would be like a low-key box set. So I'm getting this one out of the way, and then we just have 3 others to go.
So we're clearing the way for 3.
This is putting the call
weeks.
out for some of our listener buddies to be like, I would do that. I'll sign up. I'll take winner take all, or failure is not an option. There is a fight scene at the end of Substitute 2 that has no right being as good as it is.
That's kind of how I felt about the end of Substitute 1.
Yeah.
I can confirm that there are boobs in Substitute 3.
Whoa.
We got to do it.
There you go, Kron.
There was boobs in Species 3.
Yeah.
Chick would move her arm. Well, no, that's true. That's not true. When they get to the
Ezra.
the Australian dude, he's boning the...
I think her name's Azura.
Sorry.
Somebody was paying attention.
Yeah.
All right, so we are in person. This does tie up this category. Later tonight, as you're listening, we're probably a little low energy. We did 2 episodes yesterday.
What was the guy's name?
Uncle
Who's talking to Azura?
Yeah.
I don't care about that guy.
Yeah, okay.
Forbes.
Well, that was
Shut up,
Forbes?
Bones.
That was Forbes.
The other guy who's doing the research?
The Texas guy said, you're looking for Forbes.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I took a shower during this, and I know this.
He was...
I thought
But
Forbes,
he got Azura.
I thought Forbes was going to be an older guy.
No, I think the Australian dude was Forbes.
Damn. We got to finish Species 3.
No, we don't.
It is 11 o'clock in the morning here in Nashville. We each got up. We joke every after showers episode that we just got out of the shower, and we can finally say we all just got out of the shower.
Mm-hmm. One big shower to save water.
So, Kron, what's the next category? Let's wrap it up. Let's get out of here.
That'll be later, dude.
Come on, man.
Oh, it's after shower show.
No, we'll do an after shower show.
Trying to get out of this whole episode. Come on, dude.
Yeah, we'll do after showers. All right. Are you guys ready to get into Substitute?
You think
1986?
You think Bronson was sent this script? I was like, I'm not touching that.
10 years before, Bronson would be perfect.
I don't.
96 is a little late.
You'd have to cut 70% of the substitutes' lines to get Bronson, and you'd have to up the violence by 30%.
Yeah. And it's not like Berenger has a ton of dialogue.
Yeah, but
honestly,
I think Bronson would even.
Oh, 100%. But yeah, maybe as I'm going through the plot here, you can say, oh, that would be a line Bronson would want to cut, or that's an absolute we have to have. All right. Well, Dan is now texting, doing personal business on podcast time.
The ceiling is got a water spot in my daughter's room. Great.
Poke it. Just poke it.
No.
Let that water out.
Were you in there trying to spit on your own balls? Hit the ceiling?
I marked it like a month ago, and I was like, oh, that looks kind of like water.
Oh.
And
You just had your roof redone or something, right?
no.
Was that the other house 10 years ago that you
Yeah.
had the roofing problems? Yeah, shows you how much I remember.
Was that your parents' house in high school? Is that what that was?
Still wish I lived there. No responsibilities.
Your parents had a nice house.
No, they still live there.
You could buy it from them.
Do they really?
Yeah.
I thought they sold it
Nah.
and downsized. Oh, they were going to move to Texas. That's what it was.
Yeah,
And they changed their mind.
Supposedly that's still a plan.
Rate my letterboxed.
That was 9 years ago, Bones. Bones 4.0.
Bones, I got you at a 3.5.
All right. What is this sitting at letterbox? Did I write that in there?
Currently is sitting at a 2.9.
2.9.
Wow.
We'll see how low I think that is.
People don't like the substitute, I guess.
I think it's a little problematic, dude.
It's just,
I know it's a little problematic, but
I remember this was a very heavy like preview on your VHSs.
Mm-hmm.
This one would always be on there. So I was very excited like when and I begged my parents like let me rent it and they're like it's rated R and I'm like come on. And finally they broke and I watched it.
the trailer for Substitute 2 is 3/4 of the Substitute.
Really.
Like they're trying to wean you in on the shift to treat.
Remember this?
Yeah. All right. The Substitute, 1996, directed by Robert Mandel. I did not look up much of his career. I believe he's mostly a TV guy.
Pretty much.
Robert Mandible.
Malleable. Robert the Manual.
Mandible?
Manuel Miranda.
I know a wrestling move that has to
All
do
right.
with the mandible.
And shifting things up a little bit, I actually copied the cast list from Wikipedia because I could not recall some people's names and I was going in and out. So I am going to list off some of the cast. Tom Berenger is playing Jonathan Shale. His substitute persona is James Smith. Throughout my notes, I will be saying Shale and Smith, depending on whether we're in the school or not.
Wow.
Ernie Hudson is Principal Claude Rollet.
What the fuck is Wikipedia?
I don't know. We won't ever talk about it.
It's where we should be getting most of our facts.
Oh.
Let's say that Ernie's casting in this. Mr. Hudson, I'm sorry. I don't know him. Put this in that category of weird to watch when you're a kid because you have such a distinct association with him as Winston from Ghostbusters. Yeah. Bustin' makes me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's busting skulls as a principal.
See in the new one?
Yes.
Yeah. I think they all are minus the dead one.
Oh, they should bring him back as a
Well,
ghost.
they brought him in the last. Yeah.
AI him right into the movie.
Who knows? He might.
I never even seen
He could
the-
just be hanging out. Afterlife?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen past two. How many are there?
There's 3
We
now.
only count 3. There's going to
But
be
they
a
don't
fourth.
count the woman one now because I guess it was...
See,
I
they
don't know.
tried it. That's why you can't do a lady substitute.
It's non-canon.
Yeah.
Damn.
Everybody was fucking pissed off. I was like, what the fuck?
So there's 3. There's 1 and 2. Those are the originals. And then there's another one that's not those guys.
Ghostbusters Answer the Call, I think, is the subtitle of it. But
like
they just
Kristen
released
Wiig
it as
and-
Ghostbusters. Yeah.
That's the ladies one?
That's the ladies one.
But they don't count that one.
They
So
don't
there's-
count that in the current canon. So Afterlife does the Halloween thing where it ignores the lady Ghostbusters.
Okay, so this is only the 4th
This
total.
is only the 4th.
No,
But
the
there are-
5th.
It'll be. He's asking about canon.
There's 5 Ghostbusters
There's 5
movies?
total, but this is 4 in canon.
Well, what's 3 in canon?
It's its own.
It's its own.
And it's made worse by the fact that Bill Murray and
It's
Dan
all women.
Aykroyd appear.
Oh, shit, there's another one with them?
I'm going to throw my fucking coffee mug at you. It's too early.
Dude, you're going to check the box for box set if you keep it up. And then you're going to have to fucking watch them.
What's the third one called?
Ghostbusters Answer the Call.
With all ladies.
It's like a reboot. It doesn't fit. It's not like they tried to fit it in the canon. It is a reboot as though they are the original Ghostbusters.
You have a movie podcast. You should know this.
What's the third one in canon?
Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Okay. And the new one's like Fire and Ice or some shit?
Frozen Empire. Okay. You're not that far off.
Fire and Ice.
Yeah, I see the trailer on TV.
Wasn't that bad?
They brought in some of the Game of Thrones people.
I don't know. Some people think it's kind of lame. I don't think it's that bad. Them doing kind of an icy thing. Switch up the aesthetic a little bit, you know?
From what?
God damn it.
What? Did I do something to you?
How is that a switch in aesthetic? What's the aesthetic now? It's just plasma rays and shit?
Yeah, I'm just saying switch up. They've done like ooze, like the city covered in ooze. They've done like, the marshmallow
Man
thing blowing up, like adding ice, the chill that's sort of continued with like, oh, there's a ghost around. I feel cold. I don't mind doing a Frozen Empire sort of thing. It's going to be CG no matter what. So.
Are you not a Ghostbusters guy?
I think 1 and 2 are good, but I've not seen any of the others.
You don't need to see the Lady Ghostbusters. I'm not trying to be anti-woke or anything. It's just you don't need to. And Afterlife was way better than I thought it would be.
All right.
There's still some lame callbacky referential stuff, but it has a genuine like love of what Ghostbusters should be. So it's got a cool action scene where they get the Ecto 1 up and running again because the kid's kind of a mechanic, and the girl is basically guided by the ghost of her grandfather. And there's a pretty cool fucking scene where she's hanging out the Ecto 1, like chasing a ghost through this Oklahoma town. Kind of cool.
Yeah, that sounds okay.
Yeah. And now they're back in New York, baby.
Damn.
I hear they're getting a new rail system. Hopefully that doesn't delay
Lottery
it.
Dan is referencing the Uber driver last night that almost made me throw up.
The mayor can do anything as long as he brings.
He connects the Bronx and South Brooklyn.
21 miles. Hey, all our New York listeners, get on that Discord and tell us about it.
Tell us about what your mayor did or didn't do. All right. We have Diane Vernora, I believe is how you pronounce her name. You'd recognize her from Heat. She plays Al Pacino's lady in Heat.
Is she the one with the big old ass?
Yeah.
Nice.
There's something about it when I see a woman's ass, something comes out of me.
And you're all up in it.
She plays the teacher Jane, Jonathan's girlfriend. And we have Glenn Plummer, who we talked about last night, plays Daryl Sherman from Speed fame and Showgirls.
Yes.
Oh.
That's what I knew him from.
The big standout here is Marc Anthony as Juan Lacas.
I guess.
I can't think of a time when Marc Anthony has not been good. I love him in Man on Fire, and he almost steals Bringing Out the Dead.
Marc Anthony is so huge in like Puerto Rico and shit. It's crazy. I used to work with a lady. She was from Puerto Rico, and she's like, "Oh, he sells out for like 2 weeks there." I was like, "What?"
It's the way to do it. It's time to do residency stuff, man.
She's like, "Yeah, he doesn't have to work in America." I was like, "Sweet."
We just got to find a place where the pod works.
Well,
like,
I don't think we can go there.
It's difficult,
because we're still on the charts there. We have been for a month now. Algeria. Thank you.
It's a fluke thing, right?
I don't know.
Somebody's using a VPN and it's pinging through Algeria would be my guess.
Somebody doesn't want their internet provider to know they listen to the show.
Would you?
We've been on that list multiple weeks in Algeria, and now in Austria we are.
I I think it's a VPN ping. Quite honestly, I think somebody's redirecting just in general.
We're starting at the A's and we're working our way through the list.
We were in the United States. It must have not been very long because I got it that we were out, but I never got one that said we were in.
That means Australia's next, right?
They just want us to know we're out of America. The U.S. doesn't
Australia
like
would have
you.
been before.
It's weird because it says you're never getting back in.
Mm-hmm. You're blocked on all platforms.
Cliff DeYoung is Matt Wolfson. He is our fiber-eating lawyer. We'll get to him. Richard Brooks.
Hey, man, I get it. Fiber, that stuff works great, dude.
Yeah, you've been a big proponent of the morning fiber.
Huge proponent. I took fiber today when I woke up.
Yeah. I don't need it. The protein shake and the coffee works for me, but there's you got your fiber proponents out there.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do, though, if some Merc throws you up against the wall, though?
Shit.
Well, you take the good with the bad with fiber, you know. I don't get myself in those situations.
That makes you better than Wolfson.
You better watch the walls because I'm gonna fucking slam you up against one here later.
All right. Richard Brooks is Wellman. Richard Brooks recently on the Shakedown episode. We had praise for him in that. He's pretty good.
Thank you, mijo.
Raymond Cruz is Joey. You would recognize Raymond Cruz as Tuco from Breaking Bad.
Whoa. Who's he in this?
He's Joey. He's like
I watched one called Breaking Brad. It was kind of weird.
They broke him?
Bitch. Yeah, bitch.
Magnets.
Yeah, he's Joey. He's the one with the man bun. He's his main sort of. He's like his second. Oh yeah, his buddy.
I could see. Whenever I watched the movie, I was like, "Damn, this guy looks familiar," but I couldn't place it.
He's fucking ripped, dude.
Yeah. Last two we'll talk about. Luis Guzman as Rem is also got a low key part in here, and then again another kind of standout for being in for two scenes. Fucking William Forsythe
needed more in the system.
Luis Guzman.
More Guzman would have been good.
Forsythe.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I think more Guzman would have been welcomed.
For sure. We talked a little bit yesterday about Luis Guzman and Richard Brooks. They probably set like a record hand slap number in this movie. What were you going to say?
I was going to ask Kron. He needed more goo.
Goose, man. All right. We open. We got some crawl. Operation Gauntlet. Contracted covert action. Destination Cuba. Personnel 8 Merc combatants. Objective destroyed drug facility. This thing has been marked as top secret. We see Tom Berenger. He's playing Shale. He's floating alone in a Spec Ops boat. He checks his location and fires up a flare. This flare indicates his team on the shore that he's ready for pickup. These four, despite Kron not understanding why all four
you don't need 4 guys to get one raft.
They take their boat out. They pick up Shale. They ask what happened to the other 3 that were with Shale.
Yeah, maybe the other 3 guys would have come back if the 3 more had gone on the mission.
Well, I think all 8 went. They were just the first. They just separated.
If all 8, okay, what the fuck?
Dude, it was just buds being there for buds.
We need 8 guys for a mission. 4 of you are going to take out a drug facility, and the other 4 are going to wait for their boat to come in.
I think they also
got back.
They probably had two fronts, 2 flanks, and maybe they were able to get out from their side, and then Shale and the other guys drew their fire or something.
Clearly, we know the guy who's never been in Special Forces.
Yeah.
Is this a Berenger thing? He doesn't do sequels? Because isn't the sniper?
No, he's in Major League 2.
Oh shit, that's right.
All right, Nick, let's get. What's it? Who's Charlie Sheen? Rick. All right, Rick, let's get nasty. That's the line. Best line from Major League 1. I feel like a fucking banker in this when he's wearing the fucking cut off, and they make him wear the blazer, and then come on, Rick, let's get nasty. Or when because. In Major League 2, Berenger is the catcher, right? But he's like way aged out and he doesn't want to coach. But the coach is having a heart problem. So he's got to fill in and be the coach during the last game. And the coach is in the hospital and they won't let him watch the game because they don't want his heart rate to get up. So they switch back and forth where he's listening to the game on a Walkman, but he's watching like some PBS shit. Mm-hmm. And like a nurse comes in and he's jumping on the bed because he hears that they're winning. I love this British shit.
Is this your favorite sports
I fucking
movie?
love Major League and Major League 2. The biggest, and you don't even really notice that Wesley Snipes isn't Willie Mays Hayes in 2. I think it's Omar Epps. But it's believable. Charlie Sheen tries to clean up his act and shit.
Wow, thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's from those
Randy
movies.
Quaid is legit funny.
He always is.
Yeah. Bring in the dozers. Turn off the lights. Let's turn this place into a parking lot.
How many times?
And then when fucking Charlie Sheen comes out, they play. And he's like, oh my God. Yeah, man, get your fucking juices flowing. Roger Dorn finally takes one.
I had no idea you were such a
I fucking
major
hate
leaguer.
baseball, but I love sports movies and Major League 1 and Major League 2, bona fide classic. Berenger is so good in it because he's. I wanted to talk about like lame badass. We were talking about. Like we watched a little bit of Bronson before. We talked about him, potentially being in this. I think Bronson is a lame badass. He's like ripped and shit. But there's like this uncool factor, which cycles around to then be cool again.
Yeah, he's like an old man. He's just an old guy. He's not like running up buildings and shit. He's like, I would say he will shoot bad people, but he probably like his speed stat is 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean about like lame personality? They don't have a cool vibe, but they're very comfortable in their own skin, which is why I think Treat does work in the sequels because he can play a lame badass. And I mean that as a positive. Mm-hmm. I have more interest and draw to those types of guys. Chuck Norris would be a lame badass.
I mean, I would say Tim Thomerson in most of the transfer stuff.
Yeah, Tim Tom. Yeah, he's maybe a slight edge on like comedic ability. Mm-hmm. So, Brosnan in like Livewire is like 2 etches into cool, but you could see where he's a little lamer,
Well, he's trying to get Bond,
Yeah. I think that's just innate. He is himself is just a cool guy, but the character, Jeff Daniels in Speed, lame badass.
Clive Owen, I guess. Any like action area?
I think Clive is a little cooler.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's hard when you're British. I think the lame badass British guys would be who's the dude in the Kingsman? Colin Firth.
Ben Kingsley.
Yeah. Mark Strong.
Yeah.
I would put as lame badass.
Matthew McConaughey.
No. He would take offense with the fact that lame.
I'll fight fucking McConaughey, dude.
He's chill as hell. Can't rattle his
I'll
cage.
fight his ass. I can. I'm Laundry Dan.
I don't think so.
All right.
Roll right off him.
So they get Shale out of the boat. They get him back to the shore. They ask where the other 3 guys are. Shale says, they fucking Cuban soldiers got him.
We had no support out there.
Yeah, you guys took off.
You were just sleeping in your fucking canoe, dude.
So now our 5 are in their little HQ and they're watching the news broadcast about the assault. Castro's calling out the U.S. for the attack, and they identify the 3 dead soldiers. And then we get some text pop up. Operation Gauntlet. Objective achieved. Fatalities 3. Status terminated. Deny all U.S. involvement. Disown all surviving combatants. Shred all files. What the fuck does this mean? We no longer exist.
That's what you guys are going to get when the show ends.
Yeah. Oh, we're not leaving this shit up. If we end the show,
It's down.
We're down. Yeah.
I bought a nail gun just for the hard drive, dude.
Yeah, it means we're out of a fucking job, one of them says. Now, William Forsythe is Holland. He gets pissed off because not only are they fucking out of a job, but he's like upset at the fact that like they kicked ass. Like they want like a little bit more credit that it was just like 8 guys versus the whole fucking Cuban army.
Well, and really just 4 guys when you think about it.
Well, I think okay, so take a 0.5 off Kron's score. I don't think he's grasping this. He ends up knocking over the TV.
He's doing the math. I got to give him some credit.
Him and Richard Brooks get into some shit. Luis Guzman's like, what do we do now? And Shale just says nothing. We just wait.
They just wait for like another mercenary assignment to pop up.
Basically, yeah. They know that they're established. Something will come their way. What's he going to do?
Well, lucky it's 3 days later that something comes up.
100%. We cut 3 days later. We're in Miami. We're outside.
They could have been waiting there for 6 months in that little bunker.
Well, we find out that Joey's resourceful. Outside of a high school, we got a fight going down. Kid named Jerome is getting a beating from multiple dudes. 2 teachers, Jane and Daryl, they break up the fight. After the fight, Jane calls out one of the students, Juan Lacus. This is Marc Anthony.
Now, Dan, this is also how Breaking Brad starts, right?
It's an all-boys school.
I fucking ripped it. And I asked if you had it. You said yeah, so I took it down.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I didn't want to take it up valuable hard drive space. So.
Yeah. Jane is like calling out.
There has to be one called that, right?
Breaking Brad?
Yeah.
Sure. Absolutely.
Copyright.
A dude and his former teacher probably shooting porn in an RV.
Yeah.
Out in Albuquerque. Walt. Why didn't you tell me, Walt? I am the one who cocks.
It's so wrong. You didn't tell me.
Say my name.
But I'm kind of turned on. Can I watch?
Somebody knocks on the door and says they want me to suck their cock.
I'm the one.
I am the one who gets their cock sucked. Walt.
Say my name. Heisenberg.
Tight. Tight. This thing's writing itself. All right. Jane is yelling at Marc Anthony.
Next week on
he's
Breaking
like,
Brad.
Why the fuck are you calling me out? And she says, because you're a leader, you're intelligent. I'm trying to talk to you as a person. You were causing a lot of these problems. He says, well, you're not a person to me, bitch. All right. So if you don't back the fuck off. And she says, if I don't, then what? Then you'll wish you fucking did. Now this constitutes a fucking threat. So Jane and Daryl, they go to meet the school principal, Claude Rollet, Ernie Hudson. And they explain what happened. And he's like, well, it's not quite a threat. They're like, what the fuck do you mean it's not a threat? He's like, listen, I don't want a lawsuit on my hands. So unless I got a definite threat, I can't do anything.
Yeah, his whole thing is like, it's not specific enough. Like, they didn't say we're going to cave your skull in at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
So I can't do anything about it.
He didn't use your name or something.
And she calls that out too. Like, how specific do I need to go? But this is also the first of like 4 times that Ernie Hudson is like, I do not want a lawsuit, which I guess is like the school administrator's main job.
I don't know.
I mean, that's how I get out stuff at my house too. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, babe, I don't want a lawsuit.
But he may not want a lawsuit because he doesn't want anybody snooping around this fucking school. So Jane says, all right, he'll come after me. We'll get the information that you need for him to fucking do something. She leaves for the day. Outside, she finds that her car is surrounded by some toughs. And they are straight up harassing her.
They put like a bunch of whiteout or gum
They
or
put
something.
some gum on
Yeah.
her key lock. Yeah, this is the day where you still had to use your key in the door to open it. Don't you miss that?
Some of us are still doing that, dude.
Don't get me started.
How do you think we were unlocking the truck yesterday?
Damn it. All right, they're...
You know how you asked how you hope you didn't lose your converter? I took it off last night.
Your catalytic?
It was me.
Yeah, when I woke up today, I was like, I hope nobody took my catalytic converter.
Fuck, I haven't checked my car. It's quite possible.
You don't need them anyway.
All right.
Said the EPA never.
So she's got to scrape the gum off of her car. She's getting a little panicked. As she's about to open the door and get in, all these dudes flash a bunch of gang signs at her. She kind of mockingly flashes them at them and holds them upside down, dude. The ultimate fucking disrespect.
Fuck, dude.
And they fucking charge her. She manages to get in the car. One guy's like up on top, beating on the fucking windshield, but she drives off.
Don't they throw a banana at her car?
I think one guy spits a huge loogie on the windshield.
My favorite part is as she pulls away, there's a definite extra who is really overacting. And he throws a bottle, and in the sound mix, they put the bottle smash way too fast. So he throws the bottle kind of into the foreground. So the bottle, from your perspective, would have landed behind the camera. Mm-hmm. But you can, the arc that he throws it at, but right as it goes off camera, there's a bottle smash. And I don't know why it was so funny to me. But it was. I was like, my brain just connects, like the physics of that don't make any sense. But he's doing like a real fuck you bitch to sort of nobody. Mm-hmm. But from this, you just see how fucking cool Marc Anthony is. Like, he feels threatening, even though he is 92 pounds.
And 18.
Yeah. So Jane gets back to her place. She pulls into like the garage underneath her apartment. She parks. It's dark. She's a little spooked. She slowly walks through. Now, this apartment looked exactly like this bottom layout looked exactly like my first apartment in St. Louis. And I told Sam, I was like, this is one of the most real apartments that I've seen in a movie. Like, it just seems like a building that was built in like 1920 or 1930. Mm-hmm. And they're squeezing in the fucking laundry services.
Kron bones up 0.5.
Yeah, in this nostalgic fucking apartment layout.
She opens the elevator and gets spooked by somebody standing inside, but it's fucking Shale. She calls him a bastard. She's never been so happy to see anybody in her whole life. He asks what's wrong, and she says, nothing, just my students are trying to kill me.
She gets scared, and then he's like, why are you scared? It's just me. But when they go to the shot of both of them together, he's in like fucking tiger pose and shit, like ready to, looks like he's a second away from punching through her face.
He's startled too. Yeah. You know, somebody yells at him like that. We cut to Shale, just giving Jane a little massage, trying to calm her down. And this is the first of the many wonderful pairs of shorts that Tom Berenger wears through this movie.
I was gonna say, he's comfortable.
Yeah. He's wearing comfortable shorts, but he's still doing a white t-shirt under a polo shirt.
Mm-hmm. Class, baby.
I know, but if you really wanted to cool off, you would take off one of those.
He don't want them nerps popping. I was like, oh.
Those hefty discs popping out in the Miami sun.
Yeah, they were like, throw a polo on, dude. Your nipples look weird in that shirt.
So their relationship is kind of not quite boyfriend, girlfriend, maybe sort of a friends with benefits, long distancey sort of thing. We'll kind of.
I feel like he just shows up when he's not on Merc assignment, and they probably hook up for a week, and then he's back out.
Yeah,
which is
a crash pad.
Yeah, which leads us into her asking, like, why are you here? Why aren't you on a mission or something? And he says, they fucking retired us. The next day, Shale is chilling at home, and he's throwing ninja stars at the wall, just laying in bed in a robe, just throwing ninja stars. We got to set up that skill.
Bored out of his mind.
He gets a call from Joey. Joey says, hey, man, I got a possible job. Meet me at the strip joint. Oh, by the way, it's Uzi night.
Yes.
Cut to the strip joint.
This is just like in Roadhouse, dude.
It's a pretty good strip joint.
Yeah, they do the same thing in that movie.
Yeah, the wet everything contest.
Yeah.
That Wade's working.
Because those guys have little guns that they're all, when their buddy tries to get up on stage, they all start squirting them.
Cool it, Rambo. I know you want to kill the commies, but...
I think it should be the opposite. You should be getting squirted on, not you squirting the strippers.
I think after a lap dance, if you need to maybe clean up your crotch, you should have the option to be sprayed a little bit. But I don't know how I feel about naked ladies up on a stage squirting me with a squirt gun.
You think dudes are blowing loads when they're getting lap dances?
Isn't that kind of the point?
It's a private room, dude.
Yeah. I thought a lap dance was just like a high school grind.
That's why you wear your thinnest shorts to the strip club.
Yeah. But you wear 2 pairs of underwear so you can take one off in the bathroom.
You might. I walk out Donald
walk out
Duck
that
style.
stain is a
I walk out Donald Duck style,
that's
dude.
pride. Oh, you take it all off.
Yeah. Leave it in the room.
Yeah.
I get kicked out of there real quick.
All right. So he shows up to the strip club. My favorite thing here, I know this is wrong. What is it about 80s and 90s strip clubs? There's always a batch of Asian businessmen. Mm-hmm. Seems to be their favorite activity when they come to the States.
It's, it's a little more wild over here, Wild West.
If I was that far from home, I'd go to the strip club. No one's going to recognize you.
You were trying to get us to go last night.
Well,
it wasn't Uzi night. I didn't want to go.
yeah.
That's true.
All right. He meets Joey. Joey's telling him about
Fuck
this.
Jello shot night. I want Uzi night.
Shale immediately wants to get to business, and Joey says that they're going to meet a lawyer about a job. And just from this sentence, Shale is like, I don't know, I don't like it. Like, I don't like the fact that we're having to go through a proxy or whatever.
Well, he's also kind of like, I don't want to do drugs. I don't want to.
He immediately buys that this is probably drug connected.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're in this line of business, eventually that's what it's going to turn to.
If you're a mercenary, 90% of your job's got to be drug related somehow.
I think they fail in this, but they are trying to attempt that. Yes, he was a contractor, but he was a contract soldier. He wasn't like a true soldier of fortune for anybody. And now he's having to, those are the options to him, and he's upset about that. Mm-hmm. Especially based on his conversation with the lawyer later. And the movie doesn't do a good job of explaining that they were probably a clandestine government team. And now they're getting into.
Yeah, is it I think it would have made more sense if they were a government team on the Cuba job, and then they were we have to erase you. We can't feed you work anymore.
Yeah, I agree with you. They do make it seem like they start as just a merc team, and they could have, but their intent was always to be government-backed, actual sanctioned-ish good guys, not just.
It's so weird that Brew and Spence can just, the contractors just show up to the boat. But now these guys can't even get fucking work.
But Bruin Spence wouldn't have done drugs either.
Well, I know that.
Right
but
off
the
the
government
bat.
was just hey guys, what's up? You want this job? And they're
I appreciate you jokingly referencing Thunder in Paradise, but that is what they were trying to do for the government, I think is what Shale and his team were doing. And he seems to be the only one who is bothered by becoming a full-blown mercenary.
What team are you taking there?
I'm taking Bruin Spence.
I think
2 guys in a boat?
I'm taking Berenger.
I think in Thunder in Paradise, you're more hiring Thunder than you are Bruin Spence for the job.
Who built Thunder, dude?
Yeah, but I mean, it's you need the capabilities of that boat. No one else has the
turbo. It just goes fast.
You need turbo speed, dude.
It does
You need
fucking
stealth.
donuts.
You need stealth.
And it shoots lasers at one point. I mean,
A few points.
All right, let's get to this meeting. So he is meeting with the lawyer the next day. But when we get there, there's also a competing mercenary who is showing his commercial for his merc team.
this is the best part of the movie.
Pretty good.
And when I say it's a commercial, it is a VHS commercial for his team. When the world is giving you trouble, think John Janus. Soldier of Fortune magazine calls him the ultimate mercenary. And from Tripoli to Panama, he's proven it. Piano wire, knives, artillery. And now this is listing a fucking...
It's an infomercial.
A CD
Yeah.
infomercial listing the tracks. Piano wire, knives, artillery, landmines, bayonets. And we are seeing him jump out of trees and choke people, throw fucking grenades, bayonets, helicopter rappelling, smoke jumping, parachuting, karate, guns, and his bare hands.
I wish
Karate implies bare hands.
I wish the movie leaned more this direction. this kind of feels like it's got a weird RoboCop kind of tinge of like mercenaries have promo reels that they've slapped together. I mean, I feel like it'd be, if they amped up the kind of like, I don't know, futuristic's the wrong word, like dystopian humor, I think this would work better.
Yeah. The sort of American colonialism satire. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I do think the movie does a good job with this, though, because you come back to the lawyer, you get sort of goofy shit with him. Mm-hmm. And then even when the lawyer meets with somebody else later, it's a very funny vibe that I want to talk about. So I do agree with you. This thing would probably have a lot more staying power if it leaned into this. But threading that needle of having a high school drama, like Urban City thing, against the goofiness of this lawyer specifically.
No, we need to steer it in the other direction, yeah.
Yeah. They don't call him a one-man army for nothing. So when you want clean, private mercenary work at reasonable rates, think John Janus. Sizzle reel ends. The lawyer he's eating his fucking fiber cereal, and he's like, man, that's great. Mm-hmm. I love all this shit. And John Janus is like, yeah, I met a guy who does rock videos.
The lawyer's wife or girlfriend or whatever, she just has this really funny line where, like, as soon as the video ends, she's like, that was so hot.
Yeah. And also Shale does not hold anything back multiple times during the video. He like laughs out loud. Mm-hmm. Like he thinks it's a joke and then has to like, oh, these guys are taking it serious. So when the tape's over, the assistant's like, well, why don't you stay and we'll watch Shale's video? And he's like, I don't have a fucking video. What the hell? So the assistant walks John Janus out, and Wolfson is our lawyer. As soon as the assistant leaves, she just rips a giant fucking fart. And he's like, I've been holding that in the whole time. I've been waiting for her to fucking leave. And he goes on about 10 grams of fiber every morning, just cleans you out, gets rid of all the toxins. Shale's like, thanks for the fucking information. Mm-hmm. Lawyer offers him some cereal, and he's like, no, I cleansed it this morning already. I'm good. Shale wants the lawyer to cut to the chase.
You're like, take the cereal.
Yeah, dude. I was like, you might be doing even better with the cereal. You never know.
Lawyer tells Shale that the client is an importer of South American goods. He wants trained soldiers to watch the shipments, intervene with anybody that's trying to interfere, and they mean anyone. And Shale knows that this is obviously drugs. He's very blunt. You don't want soldiers, you want killers. Shale gets up to leave. The lawyer says, soldiers, killers, I didn't know that there was a difference. And Shale's like, you want to know? Fucking grabs the soldier, the lawyer by the neck, slams him up against the wall. And he's like, the difference is you're still breathing. And lawyer shits himself. Hey, that cereal really does work.
Hell yeah.
Shale walks outside and Joey is fucking pissed.
I mean, it reminded me of when that guy poops his pants in that Hulk Hogan movie.
No holds
Dookie. Dookie.
Did he shit? I thought he pissed.
No, he shits himself during that limo fight.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's like,
yeah, Hulk is like, what's that smell? And the guy's like,
Dookie. Dookie.
That was our big ass category.
Yeah. That was a Bones COVID ep.
Yeah, categories used to mean something on this pod.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. Just I guess the joke is that big ass was our
second category,
our best category ever.
It was rockers make movies, big assed, and then red sauce. I think.
We got to get back to the magic.
I don't know. Do those fucking episodes hold up?
No, but the categories do.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I'd be interested to see, like, I mean, yeah.
And then I think it went to extremely extreme sports.
Yeah, we haven't talked about, I mean, I was going to talk about this later tonight, but this is our 3-year anniversary this weekend.
Oh, shit, yeah,
It's our 3-year
Wow.
Since our first episode went out.
I think the 14th was.
Yeah.
We did it.
That's pretty good, man.
Love you.
Amanda Bynes got 1 episode
In 3 years?
Yeah.
Before they
Did
shut
you
her
hear
down?
about that whole thing? She like started a podcast and then immediately was like, I'm not going to do this anymore. Mm-hmm. And then got a bunch of like outpouring. So then she was like, I think we are going to do it. I don't know. Obama and Springsteen, did they do 160
their
episodes?
schedules are probably tough.
Yeah. Must be nice to have somebody who just have all the mics and shit set up for you and you just come in and chit chat for 40 minutes, do 20 minutes of ads.
What were we talking about a few weeks ago? Smartless or whatever. It's like, we're going on tour. Of course.
Yeah, come watch our 15-minute podcast
We're going to
live.
piss everybody off because we invite scientists on the show. I watched part of that documentary, and my favorite part of it was they had AOC as one of their guests, and they were leaving the show, and they're like in the van, and like some of their fans were like waving at them, and one of them asked like, "Did you enjoy it?" And the lady was like, "I got AOC." Like she was bummed that it wasn't somebody famous because they notoriously did.
What the Rock?
They did like 2 shows in New York, and the first guest was Conan. And then for the second show, they had some physicist who was like kind of a bore. And it was like, can you imagine being in the audience where everybody coming out tells you, oh, we had Conan on the first show. And then you get a physicist on the second. And it's a big part of the documentary. It's like them discussing like, it's our fucking show if we want physicists and shit. But it's like, you are doing live entertainment. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson would be one thing, but you don't do him after Conan.
Yeah, or
You know?
even, I mean, even if you just announce to a group full of people, like, put your hands together for Nobel Prize winning, you know, it's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, you should probably be on your like A-list celebrity list for that shit.
And I think they readjust. I think they like all course correct and they have to like cancel some people and try to cash in some favors to get other people on it. I had it on and was not really paying attention, but
I think I listened to a few episodes.
I remember
Jack Black was
the
on that
Conan
shit.
thing because Gorley brought it up talking about it. But anyway, Shell asked Joey, did you ever look up the word mercenary? It's someone who works merely for money. Joey's like, everybody works for money, dude. It's not
I
the
looked
money
it
that
up
bothers
too.
me.
It was like a guy who worked on engines and stuff. I was like, how? That doesn't make any sense.
See, I think the funnier word would have been like mercury.
Oh, is that the one you looked up? You idiot.
That's a planet.
It's also like a liquid metal that will poison you.
Like T-1000?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like Old Boy then.
We should huff mercury.
Well, Mercury first that's the Roman name for Hermes.
Well, Freddie Mercury is the Roman name for AIDS.
cut that joke.
What? They cured it.
Did we?
Yes.
No.
I think we're managing it. I don't think that means
basically
cured.
There's no cure, Dan.
What? Magic is still happening?
Oh my God.
Jane is out for a run on the beach, and goddamn is Jane just loving this Miami weather, having a blast on this jog. Shell heads to meet her down on the coast. We see this giant native guy who pulls a Tanya Harding on Jane, man, just fucking kneecaps her right as she runs by him.
That's how I wrote it in my notes. That they pulled a real
Nancy Kerrigan.
Kerrigan Tanya Harding thing.
Yeah. I didn't want to be mean to Nancy Kerrigan. I wanted to reference the bitch that was behind it.
Kron tries to do this to me weekly.
Yeah, I think in those instances we should forget the victim.
Shell gets there right after the first
that
blow and keeps the guy from swinging again on Jane. Now, this is not meant to be funny, but the scream that Jane has when the guy is about to fucking whack her in the head is very funny. So Shell and this guy fight on the beach. He kind of holds him off for a little bit, but I would say that this big guy is winning this fight.
Yeah. He gets his ass kicked.
Yeah. Which is another thing that I kind of like. I kind of like that he's not an absolute Steven Seagal breaks this guy's arm and it's like one and done. It's very believable that he is a smart tactician sort of soldier and could have eventually won this fight, but
I think he references it later, like on the little stakeout. He's like, I've already dealt with that guy before.
yeah.
Yeah, well, it's like he gets his ass kicked here. We clearly saw him botch the Cuba job. Like, he's just not good. He's not good at his job.
We don't know it's his fault.
He needs to be a teacher because he's a fucking garbage
He was
mercenary.
good enough to at least survive. Jane wakes up in the hospital.
You are so harsh
Yeah.
on these teams of badasses.
I'm sorry I want my mercenary team to do the job right, Dan.
You need John Janis.
This isn't the first time like you've been like, oh, they're not that good.
Well, they're not.
He's a harsh critic. Jane wakes up at the hospital. Shell's ice in his lip. Jane says that Lacus has to be behind this.
Is there
whole
like
thing.
a secret life that we don't know about where you tried to get into like the Navy SEALs and got rejected or something?
Dan, that's how good I am. Like, you don't even know about what I've been doing.
You're like, I didn't make the SEALs. See if I can do Green Beret.
I made it.
Can you not talk about it?
Of course not. It's still active.
Do you get... I mean, you did just get a text.
Yeah.
Do they know like we're close to something here?
It's just about work.
It's a work email.
Yeah. I got to break this phone in the backyard later, though.
Yeah, it was weird last night. I seen you like burning shit, like papers in the backyard in the fire pit.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would be the guy that would make it through SEALs.
Yeah. Out of the three of us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's good to say that while Bones is on a piss break.
No, he's too large.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a big guy.
He's too muscle. He
couldn't hack out the 8 mile run in the morning before breakfast.
Is that all it is? Just an 8 mile run?
Well, that's the before breakfast run. You're doing, 20 after breakfast.
But I bet that's such a good breakfast.
Oh, yeah, it's good. They feed us well.
But we determined that he would be the only one that would make it through SEAL training.
Out of us?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tougher on big guys.
That's what we said.
Yeah. I couldn't hear you. That was a long piss. That was pretty brutal for this time of day. I mean, that's normally the morning size volume. That was pretty rough.
There.
Okay. We're not too far. All right. Jane wakes up. She talks about how Lacus has got to be behind this fucking thing. Shale says that he'll take care of it. And Jane's like, what the fuck are you going to do? Just stop. What you can do is you can call my designated substitute, Michael Jones. Tell him he's got to fill in for me. Contact the lady in administrations. Do like some of this administrative stuff for me.
I think she brings up a good point of like, what are you going to do? Because it's like this mercenary, I don't know if he could kill a 93-pound high school student.
Yeah. Lacus wouldn't have lost anybody in Cuba.
Yeah.
I think it's more on I want to settle down. Let's have a life together.
Shale goes to call Michael Jones from the payphone, but Michael Jones tells him like, dude, I'm booked up this week. Can you find somebody to cover and I'll fill in next week? Shale's like, don't worry about it. I'll find something. He goes back to Jane and he sees her resting peacefully and he just fucking decides, fuck it. What?
I was trying to think of an Undertaker joke, but
Shale decides to call his buddy Rem and he wants
in the coffin. Oh. The urn.
rest in peace.
He calls Rem. He wants to be hooked up with certificates, credentials, and a listing on the substitute registry. Rem asks for the name. He says, something unusual. Smith. James Smith. I like that joke.
I thought maybe he had previously killed a bunch of women in Australia when he threw that name out there.
So was he?
They call him it's the Smither Jones game from Road Games. When they're guessing what his last name is. Yeah. All right, scratch that joke. Didn't work.
That was. What were you gonna say?
Did he? So the guy wasn't available, and he just like, fuck it, I'll do it, or was he just gonna do it the whole time?
No, I think once he realized that he would need somebody else other than Michael, who's he gonna contact? And he probably went back in there to say, like, you know, who's the replacement or whatever. And then he saw her and he had this click of like, because he even earlier brought up, I'll take care of it. So I think in this, he's like, what am I going to do? Fuck it. I'll do it.
And I got shit else going on, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the next morning, the kids are arriving at school, piling off their school buses, going through metal detectors. School looks rough. Mm-hmm. This is where you start the panic of everybody in the suburbs that had the, inner city schools in the 80s or 90s are so rough and war torn and full of drugs. And, these kids that have no chance,
You're even getting the hardcore gangster rap for soundtrack.
Yep.
Yeah, there's like spray paint all over every inch of the hallway.
Yeah, it's all designed to just make white people even more terrified. Yeah. Mm-hmm. James Smith arrives for his first day. He spots or meets Principal Rollet in the hallway, who's directing kids to get to fucking class. Rollet asks if he needs help, and he says, "Yeah, I'm filling in for Jane." And Rollet doesn't even know, like, what happened. She got fucking mugged. You didn't hear? Like, oh, okay. Well, you're not one of our usual subs, but you seem legit. Tells, Mr. Smith where the classroom is, wishes him good luck. Oh, also in this, he does a smart thing by dropping Michael Jones's name. Mm-hmm. He's like, she tried to get Michael Jones, but he wasn't available, which is probably smart.
I do like Ernie here. He's like, hey, put that skateboard away. Just like his random ass like school shit. That yeah, I'm a principal. I guess I got to say this shit.
The classroom is fucking chaos. Kids are dancing to their loud tunes. They're rooting through file drawers and desks. Lacus is like making out with a chick in the back. He's got 4 or 5 of his homies kind of circled up around him. They're kind of separated by gang or color, unfortunately. Like, it seems like all the black kids are on one side. Their desks are all kind of grouped up. There's no real order to what's going on. Mm-hmm. He comes in. He's got a pretty difficult time getting order. He cuts off the boom box. He forces all the one of the desks in line. He has to yell, "Good morning, class." Doesn't really get any response. He says, "I'm Mr. Smith." He goes to write his name up on the board, and he gets a can thrown at his back. The kids are just fucking laughing. He starts to take attendance. The kids just fuck with him constantly. Mm-hmm. He throws out a name and nobody will respond, or one guy will say, "Oh, I'm here," and then the next guy will say, "No, he's not him. I'm him." Mm-hmm. Back and forth.
Yeah,
Classic.
I think on the first name, like 5 kids raised their hand.
Yeah. We're introduced to Lisa Rodriguez here. He says he calls her name. She's one of the only people to, reluctantly. She's there to learn. Juan Lacus's name is called, and everybody is just fucking ice cold. What's Juan gonna do? He just gives Smith the fucking finger. All right, cool.
I like this guy.
This is who he's here to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now he knows who he's gonna murder.
What era of history have you covered so far? The fuck you era.
It's good.
Some jokes are just so bad they're funny.
Your mom. Your mama.
He starts asking him the most basic history questions, like who won World War II? All this shit. Smith asked one of the kids his name, Jerome. Now, this is the kid that was getting beat up earlier in the movie. And he says, "I'm Jerome, dog. 16-inch woofer from Opelika, straight from the bottom." His buddy next to him starts turning up the boombox, and we get this lame little impromptu rap.
The rap's not very good.
Okay, Opelika. Never drop a dime on my peoples. Keep it real cause it's lethal. Ain't nothing sweet, dude. Miami has us down. I don't know what the meter on that's supposed to be, but everybody else fucking loves it.
There's no real rhyme scheme. There's no...
Everybody loves it. I had to look up Opalaka because I wanted to make sure I wasn't saying something inappropriate, but it is just a neighborhood of Miami, like in Dade County. That's real special, Jerome.
We don't call it Opalaka anymore.
We don't?
No. I was making a joke.
Are you fucking with me? Okay. I was trying to be delicate. All right. Smith goes to the teacher's lounge. He meets Daryl Sherman and the librarian Hannah. She warns Smith to stay away from the KOD, the Kings of Destruction.
Kron on demand.
Is that your streaming service?
Yeah.
Are you edging the whole time?
Yeah.
Do you go live whenever you are about to bust?
Drop those dollars for another stroke.
All right, Laundry Dan in the chat. Thanks for the $5 super chat.
I don't get the... Come on, man.
All right. Daryl also warns Smith to stay away from Hannah's coffee. It's kind of like a funny little something to give them activity in the teacher's lounge here, reason to get up and kind of move around.
Detergent Stan, I know that's you, Laundry Dan. Come on, dude.
Main thing here is Daryl tells Smith about...
You're my number one fan in this.
Locus
I bought you 2 weeks ago.
The head of the KOD, and that they run everything sinister in the school. And Daryl is also a big proponent. He is a supporter of Principal Rollet. You know, he says he's done a lot. He was a cop before he was in education. He's got a lot of respect for him. Smith goes to the office to try to get Juan Lacus's file. Rollet says, that file is under investigation right now, but come into my office. We go in his office. We see a giant fucking aquarium. We see all these, stereotypical awards and certificates and photos up on the wall.
2 big-ass computers.
Yeah.
That I don't think he's using.
Smith is sort of clocking, he clocks the nice watch that he's wearing.
You got solitaire on one of them.
One of them is behind him, and it doesn't look like it's plugged in.
That's the one that's, what do they call it, air-gapped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got solitaire on that one too, but it's not connected to the network.
That's the one that kid from Mastermind is going to hack into.
Oh, that's where
that's where Scream 2,
that's where
the movie is.
Files are kept. There's a game in the movie.
God,
Are you never going to drop that?
Well, it's a game, dude. It's that game that he's playing with the skeletons
That
and shit.
wasn't Scream 2.
Yes,
that,
it is.
That was their interface to get...
Scream 2.
No,
Yeah.
that's Scream 2. It's that game.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, if you're a video game designer out there, hit me up.
You've already did this.
I've got an idea.
Well, the third in a sequel is always supposed to reference the first. So Kron's going back to season 1, year 1. Maybe. I think maybe that was year 1.
I don't have a fucking
Doesn't matter.
idea.
All right. So Smith
It
asks
feels like 4 years ago.
Rollet about, his background. I heard you're a cop. What happened? Rollet tells him a story about being at these riots. It didn't feel right participating sort of in this maybe class warfare. Decided that I'm not going to do it through violence. I want to do it through education. So he went to night school, got his master's, and now he's here. He's in education. He counters and asks Smith about his background. And Smith is like, I just did corporate shit,
Sailor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Rollet is like clocking these fucking scars on Smith's hand, and his face is all fucked up. And he's like, did you get all those, teaching and shit? He's like, nah, fucking nuns in primary school or whatever.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg cleaned up
Beat
my
the shit out of
classroom when I was younger.
I was her worst choir student.
You see this one on my elbow? Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yep. A little back and forth about, Rollet's running for city council. Rollet's like, well, if the voters are wise. Hudson's got some charm to him, I will say, in some of these scenes. The latter half of the movie, you're putting Rollet up, you're putting him in a corner. I don't know how strong he is, but I think he's good. I think he's good.
I think he's good with the principal role here.
Rolle's like, listen, I can't really offer those files to a temporary employee, okay? But have a nice fucking day. Tells him basically to just fuck off. And he counters again about the watch. Like, aren't you nervous about wearing a watch like that here? Like, he's like, nobody would think about stealing this. And then this is doubling down on like the terror that you should have about inner cities. Smith is like, they fucking cut people's arms off with chainsaws down here. Which is this like a Scarface reference?
It's got to be some kind of.
Well, Rolle is like, check out this paddle, dude. Every year the kids in workshop or woodshop make me one of these, and I like to put on a little demonstration to show my power. He holds out this fucking board and just punches it in half.
You should have let Smith hold it.
Yeah.
Here,
hold this right here. Mm-hmm.
Brace yourself.
Power perceived is power achieved. You'd be wise to remember that little truism, Mr. Smith. It will assist you greatly in your teaching. Shale goes to meet his crew at the shooting range. The crew wants to know what their next gig is. Shale is openly and honest, and he already has some fucking blueprints of the school. It's a school, man.
Yeah, when he's like, I got these blueprints of a school, and he lays them out on like a little table, and one of the guys goes, that is a school.
You're not fucking with us. What the hell? And they are all shocked. Like, what is going on? And Shale tells them, hey, I've been filling in for Jane. There's some gang problems. They ask what the money situation is. And he's like, I don't know. I know that there's drugs here. There's kids driving $50,000 BMWs. Wherever there's drugs, there's going to be cash. So there won't necessarily be anything up front. Joey's like, look, dude, we all care about Janie, right? But this is fucked up. This is a school. And then the best part of this is Shale's like, listen, dude, something bad is going down at this school. And Wellman's like, what? They're not doing their homework? And Berenger fucking loses it. It feels like it's a real laugh. Like he can barely get through the next line.
That's the one that got him.
Yeah. He's just like, like it's so lame of a joke. But Holland is like really fucking pissed. He's like, this is bullshit, man. You turned down a real job for this? Cuba got to you, man. You lost your mind and now you lost your balls. Shell's like, oh, yeah? Well, maybe I'll just borrow yours. Fucking grabs Holland by the balls.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Forsythe's just like, fuck you, bitch. Runs off. I think he drops the F-bomb here.
Yeah, that happened in Breaking Bad, too. It was weird.
I'll take your balls. The next day at the school, we see...
Not tight enough, Walt. I seen how you threw that pizza on that roof.
Walt.
What, Hank?
Oh, I was trying to figure out how to incorporate their minerals, Marie. But all right, next day at school, we see that everybody but Holland is in with him. So we see Rem up on a fucking telephone pole.
96% pure. White instead of blue.
Why is it blue? Yeah. All right, we see Wellman inside messing with some fire sprinklers. Smith enters his classroom, and it's even more chaotic than the day before.
Did you put hot sauce on it again? I told you this chili pea shit.
Oh, the chili pepper? Yeah. That's my signature. He turns off the tunes. I love one of the kids yelling, violation, violation. Good morning, class. Today we're talking about Vietnam. And he turns around and he says, do any of you know where fucking Vietnam even is? And Lisa Rodriguez is like, it's in Korea, right? And he's charmed by this. He pulls down the map.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah. He starts to write Vietnam on the blackboard, and he remembers the dude that threw the can at him the day before. He anticipates this. He catches it and he throws it back at the kid. Whack. Kid steps up to Smith, and Smith just fucking punks this kid. Gets his arm like in an arm bar.
I mean, it's like a smashed can, and he throws it back with enough force to like cut this guy's forehead.
Yeah. Well, I could see that. Like if it's
Knock him out of
smashed
the
and you
seat?
throw it at like you put a little
Yeah, you'd have
English
to like,
on it.
Yeah, you'd have to sling it like one of those ninja stars from earlier.
Nah.
Yep.
Kron was paying attention.
So, yeah, he punks this kid. And then on his way in, he actually spotted one of the guys having like an ice pick shiv that the kid tried to hide real quick when Smith walked in. So after he punks the fucking can thrower, he's like, and you, give me that fucking shiv. He's like, nah, man. And kid puts his finger in Smith's chest. He grabs it and twists it. Forces this kid to hand over the weapon. Man, you broke my fucking hand, dude. You know. I am in charge of this class. Fucking drops the shiv into the desk. I am the warrior chief. I'm the merciless god of anything that stirs in my universe. You fuck with me, and you will suffer my wrath. Class is silent. He even drops some Spanish to make sure that it's clear to everybody. And they all like, yeah, fuck yeah. The shiv kid's like, yo, can I go to the nurse's office? And he's like, yeah, take that other bitch with you. Rollet is giving an interview to a reporter about the daycare services that the school has set up so these young mothers can drop their kids off and still get an education. I think this is sweet. It's a bummer that they have to do this, but it's a nice gesture. Mm-hmm. But during the interview, he hears the shiv kid whining and cursing as the nurse is trying to look at his hand. What's funny about this is like he's cussing at the nurse and the nurse knows it's kind of bullshit and even like slams his hand down. Mm-hmm. Like, quit fucking whining. And Rollet's like, what the hell's going on? And this kid's like, man, your fucking substitute broke my fucking finger, dude. I'm going to sue this fucking school. And we know Rollet hates a lawsuit and he bolts to this fucking class. He gets on the radio. He calls the security guard. Hey, we got to get to fucking the history class.
Yeah, it's his biggest fear. These lawsuits that are always pending.
God.
Hit him where it hurts.
Rollet gets outside of the classroom though, and he finds that it's calm. Smith is sitting on the desk, and he is just straight up telling these kids about his experience in Vietnam. Like, Charlie was fucking brutal. We would run out of ammunition. We'd have to take their AKs. Like, kids are just fucking loving this stuff.
Isn't one guy like, did any of your homeboys die?
Yeah, that's coming up. So one of the girls, she's like, my uncle was in Vietnam. He was wounded, but he doesn't really talk about it. And Jerome thinks like, hey, were we in Vietnam because of Hitler? And his friend's like, nah, dog, that was World War I.
That shit. That's another thing I think they're adding of like, look how terrible these schools are.
Look how dumb they all are. They don't know jack shit.
Anytime that shit would come up, I'd be like, come on.
One of the kids asked him,
It's low-hanging fruit.
How many people you killed, Mr. Smith? I never counted. He tells one of the kids Jerome's like, yo, did you lose any homeboys? He's like, yeah, I lost some homeboys.
The way he says that.
Yeah.
Looked like homeboys hurt Tom Berenger to say.
Laka sounds off. Yo, Mr. Whatever your name is, you ever been shot? Yeah, I've been shot. And then some of the kids, they start showing off their gunshot wounds. Like one's like, yeah, dude, I lost a friend in a drive-by. One guy shows off like, I got hit with an AK in my thigh. Bell rings. Smith pockets the shiv. He checks the monitor that he now has in his briefcase. It has a camera connected to the hallways. He sees that Rollet is heading into his classroom. 2 of your students are in the nurse's office talking about lawsuits right now. Why is the nurse a lawyer? Corporal punishment is no longer allowed in this school system. It wasn't corporate punishment. It was self-defense. And power achieved is power perceived.
Burn.
Got his ass, dude. Fucking got him.
Rollet says, listen, I can't afford a lawsuit, okay? So if you will apologize, I will drop the issue. Smith's like, fuck that. Rollet's like, well, then I got to let you go. And Smith's like, no, dude, fucking union rules say I got 2 weeks. Rollet's like, well, then do whatever the fuck you got to do. Consider this your 2 weeks.
I bet that Dan was seething at that union life.
This is bullshit.
Yeah. Should be able to fire.
Risking lawsuits.
I was proud of Smith. But I would have been like, when's the last time you paid your dues, Mr. Smith?
Oh, you're gonna catch him on dues?
Yeah. That's how you do it.
How did he just like cram all the teachers union rules before he started? Or do you think he picked it up from just, boning Jane through the years?
Yeah, she's probably screaming that stuff out during her orgasms.
I want to lick your scars. And oh, by the way, union dues are due on the 28th of
Remind
every
me in the
May.
morning. I got to pay my union dues. Rollet makes a phone call. He wants to check out Mr. Smith's history. And the lady on the other end is like, oh, yeah, he's in the system. He's a Harvard grad. Shit, he's got a master's from Yale. Wait. Two masters from Yale. God damn, he's got a PhD from Princeton. We cut to Rem and Wellman. They're listening in on the call at Smith's place where the phone, they got the phone tapped. And Shale says to Rem, laid it on a little thick, huh? And Rem's like, what do you fucking expect in a 12-hour turnaround? I don't think you needed half of those, right?
Yeah, he probably had every Ivy League school in his file.
It's pretty good.
Yep. All right. It's time for Jane to come home. Shale and his sweet Bronco.
Hell yeah, dude. Bronco 2 looking real good in this movie.
Jane from the hospital to her apartment. They get up to her inside, and she's pissed off at the stack of mail. She's like, why didn't you bring me this shit? I'm sitting there doing nothing. I could have fucking paid some bills. Gotta look through this thing. She checks her messages. This is kind of a thing that you can kind of miss. The first message is from not Tom Berenger's voice, but it's somebody pretending to be Smith, who's like, hey, this is Mr. Smith. I'm just checking in. Everything's going fine at the school. Hope you're doing okay. And she just kind of no, whatever. I don't believe it. I don't believe this shit. That's going fine. She starts looking through the mail. She finds a card from Lisa Rodriguez. And it just makes her cry, man. Because Lisa sends her kind of a low-key offensive card that's kind of sweet. It's
what's offensive? I thought it was kind of like, you're my favorite teacher. You're the only person that I learned from.
Yeah, but it starts with, yo, what's with you? Where are you? You were the only teacher that ever cared about me. It's like, you're kind of forgetting the fact that she got kneecapped.
Yeah, that her kneecap got shattered.
Yeah, it starts rudely, but it does end sweet. And she's like, I bet fucking Mr. Smith made her send this. And he, being Mr. Smith, is like, you don't believe that a kid could just actually do this and care? And he tells her to stop crying and sit down and have a shrimp roll. Next day at school, Smith is getting eyes from all the students as he's walking through the halls. There's more lecture about Vietnam. And Juan and his 2 injured goons come in late. And Smith's like, Juan, you're late. That's a demerit. Juan's like, a fucking demerit? What do you want me to do, write I'm sorry 1,000 times on the blackboard? He's like, no. Once you write it 100 times, fucking calls his bluff. Sure enough, Juan goes up there and starts writing it, but he doesn't write I'm sorry. He writes I'm sorry. Spells it with an E.
Oh, I thought he was Canadian.
Yeah. The lecture continues and moves into discussion about the gangs of the 50s and 60s. Sorry. And the kids are fucking loving this information that Smith has all this info about what the gang scene, the biker scene was of the 50s and 60s in Miami. Talking about
the Angels were top notch, baby.
Yeah. He talks about there was a girl gang and there was a black gang called the Dragon, or his gang was the Dragon.
The Lizzies were the girl gang.
Yeah, the Warriors. Let me tell you about the Warriors.
I feel like one of the names was kind of offensive, and I fear.
I think the ladies were actually the Enchantress.
The Enchanters.
Yeah, Enchanters.
He's and they were the girls, and the girls were they're all fucking excited. And they're like, how big were these gangs? And he's like 5,000 strong at one point. And they're like, damn, then what the fuck happened? Why aren't they running everything? And he calls them out you see a future in gangs? And starts flipping this on them. it also turns into a, like, how many of you have fucking kids? Like, do you want your kids to be in gangs? One of the girls is like, it's kind of different when you're talking about your kids. And he flips that on them. Like, well, I care about you the way you care about your kids. Like, you don't want them to end up, you know? And
now watch while I shoot this kid.
yeah. And so while Juan is up on the board writing, I'm sorry, he is like eyeing everybody. Like, are you letting this fucking substitute like talk you out of like the power of our
gang
gangs?
life?
Yeah. We see Rolay come by, and he tells Smith that he is proud of how he handled Juan Lacus because he did it without violence. And he says, hey, I want to see you at the end of the day. Okay, come by, talk to me after the faculty meeting. Then we cut to Rolay, who goes into the boys' room where there's some boys smoking. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I gave you the space to do that. He kicks these two dudes out, but Juan is hanging out in the corner.
They're smoking different stuff and breaking bread in the bathroom.
Poles.
I didn't say it.
Turns out Juan was in there waiting for Rolay. And Rolay says, today, after the faculty meeting. And we cut to see Smith watching this on his briefcase monitor.
He put a camera in the bathroom?
Yes, he did.
Fucking freak, at a school? That's fucking
I guess
bold,
technically
dude.
he didn't.
Yeah, I guess Wellman did. He's watching it.
Yeah, he's watching the bathroom footage.
You could argue at least he doesn't have the stalls in frame. He just has.
You don't know that.
You burn that briefcase.
He does
after
have
this
like
mission
a
ends.
line on the urinals, unfortunately. But yeah, Rolay and Juan working together. And you know what needs to work together right now? Our penises and the toilets. We're taking a pee break.
Thank God.
We're alive. What?
I trust you. I just couldn't see it because of your little dainty coffee mug in the way.
That's a normal size cup of coffee.
All right.
Sorry, it's not a 44-ounce big gulp for you boys.
We had the reveal that Rolay and Juan have some sort of agreement. Later in the day, school is out. Jerome and some other kids are throwing a football around. And a fucking lowrider pulls up with Lacus and two other goons. Pulling some knives and guns.
Friends. No, the low rider.
What is that band? Who sings that song? I'll give you hints. 3 letters.
ELO.
War.
War. What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing.
Who sings that?
Tom Berenger.
No.
James Dean.
No.
Oh, Chris Tucker.
Let's move on.
That's the name of the band.
Do you know the answer?
No. But I know it's not any of those 3.
Isn't it War?
It's not War by War. Off the album War.
I thought it was like Tom Jones or some shit.
No.
No. It's not unusual to
Because they do
all the time.
They did
It might
Why
be.
Can't We Be Friends? But I thought
No, that was Smash Mouth, dude. Fucking get your facts right. What are you walking on the sun?
Edwin Starr
Edwin Starr, okay.
did
Is
War.
that 2 R's?
Was
or
he
1?
in War?
Star is 2 R's.
Oh, you called that one. Riveting podcasting. What is good for?
I don't think that's the case. This is fucking dead air. We just came back from a break.
Oh, yeah, you
All right.
goddamn animals.
Edwin Starr was born in Nashville, Tennessee.
Hey,
That's here.
we're there.
Lacus tells his two goons, hey, don't kill him too quick. I want to fucking cut him up a little bit first. I won't fuck with him.
I don't think he has that. No.
No, he's just
He
talking.
doesn't look like a guy
He's talking a big game.
that would play.
We see Smith putting on a bulletproof vest and readying his pistol. I think he pulled it out of like a metal detector bag. I think that's what it's in. Lacus orders. He wants to wait until Smith is off school grounds. Smith comes outside and he runs back into the school when he sees Lacus and the 2 KOD thugs. And they're like, oh, fucking bitch, he's running. So they run after him. He baits them into the school. Mm-hmm. Rollet is sitting up in his office. He hears the commotion. He looks out his window. He sees them chase.
Now, Dan, who gets baited in Breaking Bad?
I mean, it kind of just determines the way you see things. I mean, your determination of how you interpret art.
What sort of Allen level bullshit answer?
I mean,
I was basically asking who's masturbating in the movie, and you gave me a
baiting, not.
Oh. Yeah, there's no turkey served in the movie. Oh, right. Kind of.
I bet Ehrmantraut is probably your baiter. You know, like he's.
His name is Irvin Trout.
Mike Ehrmantraut. Mike?
The old guy who's like Gus's muscle.
The fixer?
That's right.
Yeah. Like, he knows not to get mixed in. You know, he just baits. He's got the self-control.
Yeah,
or maybe Gus does, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, Gus is a fucking freak, bro.
Yeah, but he people think he baits to keep himself, like, clean, but he secretly...
He hangs.
Yeah,
like,
he's just, like, pounded whole.
Well, no, he's like Strangeland. He's hanging from the fucking walls with like the needles.
Hooks in his back.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, dude.
He's got an appelang.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's just, we got a whole series. This is all copyrighted by the 5DR Enterprise. So
The appelang Hermanos.
oh, just
Los
anything
Pollos
breaking.
Hermanos. That was
Breaking Brad is 5DR production.
Does Heisenberg wear the hat?
Yeah, but it's on the head of his penis.
This just keeps getting
So that means
better.
Tuco's grandfather draws like the big cock in the hat, and that's what they have to go off. That's who the DEA is trying to find.
And those are the shirts that will be available on TeePublic.
Yeah. That's pretty.
What's the restaurant's name?
Los Pollos Hermanos.
I mean, low-hanging fruit, but
Yeah.
Los Pollos Homos.
That's offensive. I was trying to do it like the Pole Hermanos, like the Pole brothers, but
I was just laughing
You're
at
little
low-hanging
too-
fruit.
Yeah.
It could go either way as well.
this is fucking mean. All right. Rolo.
How's it mean for three guys to sit around dreaming up a Breaking Bad gay pornography film?
I don't know. I guess if anything, we're being allies, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to get content out there for people to enjoy.
Fucking hell.
Rollet dispatches some security guards to also go assist in chasing down Smith. Smith heads into the library and he orders Hannah to hide. Smith hides his gun. He hides around the corner. He waits for the 5 to come in. They kind of pass him. He takes one of the guys hostage and he orders the other to load their guns on a book cart. Smith tells Hannah to push this cart into her office, lock the door, and call the police in 15 minutes. You're loving this stuff, huh?
I haven't even drank alcohol.
No. Can I ask you this? Is it because you're having like so many offensive jokes in your head?
No,
and you
he
can't.
is over here trying to fucking brainstorm. I mean, you can just see it.
Oh, I know, but I'm doing it too. I'm trying to go through plot, and I am reliving Breaking Bad in my head, thinking, how do I make this a gay porn?
Is there a character we forgot?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you get that little
That wasn't
weird...
a question.
Who's the weird little guy that comes in season 5 that's He like works with the supremacist guys.
Oh,
But he's like
Plemons?
a famous actor now. Yeah.
Jesse
Plemons. Yeah.
the one that shoots the kid.
What the fuck is his name in the? Because he's the one that's holding
Todd?
him. Todd. Yeah. Oh, fucking Todd already. Oh, damn. That means like season 5 of this is just Jesse chained up and shit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it's dark. Well, you got the chick that works for the train company.
Oh,
There's
dude.
something with the train.
So in season 5, when Walt finally comes back, he has like a big dildo machine hooked up to his car that starts
Just
pumping
mowing through
everybody.
guys.
Yeah.
What is this? Some other ample thing. I mean, Robert Forster is like, he works at a fucking vacuum shop.
Yeah.
So he's just selling all sorts of devices.
What is?
I thought he was like the sucker.
Yeah.
What is Bob
He's the
doing?
Hoover. Bob?
Neil and Bob, or is that just what you do?
Oh, Saul?
Yeah. And that could be its own spin-off series
Yeah.
that we develop. Better fuck Saul.
Its own spit out series.
Better Ball Saul.
Oh, that's good. Copyright.
All right.
Sorry, Bo.
Smith puts his gun away. He kind of, I don't know what this little box is that he puts the gun in, like in the wall, but
That's
it's like a book drop or something.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So he sets his gun in there and then starts fucking with these guys. He starts throwing books at them. You know, he's like, Catcher in the Rye, that's required reading. And he's just sort of fucking toying with them.
Talking about low hanging fruit, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, could have come up with some better ones. Goosebumps.
Well, that's not required reading in high school.
I don't. You went to the same high school as I did. I had to read. Say cheese and die. God, good thing I got that.
We were
I was like, God damn it.
we were in different classes, dude.
No. I turned out a lot smarter than you, I see.
All right. Locus and the guys, they get a little fed up with having the books thrown at him, so they charge Smith. He ends up having to run, kind of hide in the...
I mean, eventually those are going to be the only books that you can read in the fucking library. I guess they're too horror themed. It'll just be the Bible.
You can still get books. I think I read
Boring
I
shit.
read 1984 in high school.
I read Catcher in the Rye in high school.
Yeah. I read The Outsiders
Yeah.
and The Giver.
I had to read a bunch of like Wuthering Heights, Jane Eyre and stuff.
Oh, like your Austin sort of romanticism era stuff.
I remember like Tuck Everlasting.
The stuff that always stuck with me was like mythology. I hated that was only a half semester class. I loved that class.
Yeah, mythology is pretty cool.
And I think maybe the year after I had like regular, like standard mythology, I think they introduced the religious mythology class, which would have been kind of cool.
At our school?
I think so. Yeah. Like you could have taken, they had like, it wasn't just all Christian. It had Judaism and Islamic. I don't think they called it mythology. That might have been offensive to some people, but
Oh, I think I did a mythology thing, but it was like the Greek and Roman.
yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
All right, so he hides amongst like these bookshelves, and the guys are kind of trying to sneak up around him. They can't find him. Now they spot something up on top of one of the shelves, and they've got one of those rolling ladders, and they think that that's Smith hiding up on top. So Locus sends one of the guys up the ladder. They think they got him, but he's actually hiding underneath below the ladder. He kicks the ladder. A guy falls off. He grabs this dude, throws him out of the fucking window. It's like a 2 or 3 story window. And then as these guys come at him, he just takes turns throwing these guys out of the same fucking window. He throws 3 of them out. One of the guys is smart enough to go get that gun that he put in the drop box. The guy comes back, shoots Smith in the chest, man.
Whoa.
Fuck, they think he got him. So Juan tells this guy with the gun, kill this bitch, and then take off.
Leave no witnesses.
Yep. So Lacus runs to check on the 3 that are down on the ground. Rollet, hearing the scream of somebody going out the window, thinks that it's Smith. So he calls the cops like, oh no, there's been an accident. This guy is like kind of reluctant to shoot Hannah. Like she's in her office, but she's just kind of like behind some like a cage. It's not like, well, it should be bulletproof glass, but I don't think it is.
She's holding a gun up too, and she looks so sad.
Yeah, she's terrified too. But like you said, they have a standoff. But Smith, he had the vest on. He comes up, knocks this guy out, throws him out the window as well. Almost hits Lacus, who like looks up, and then Rollet realizes like, oh shit, Smith is still alive. Tells 911, never mind. At Jane's place, Sherman.
Yeah. Well, I think he's like, never mind. It's a non-lethal incident. It's like 4 people got thrown out of a 3-story window. Like,
well, you don't want a lawsuit. You don't want the cops showing up. All right, we're at Jane's place. Sherman shows up. He's got some flowers for her. She's beyond excited. She wants to gossip and catch up. She's asking, is everybody asking about me? He's like, no. And he asks about the little doodles on her cast. She's like, oh, these are like my little hairstyles. And again, she's like, so how's my class doing? And Sherman says, oh, this guy you found, Mr. Smith, he seems to be doing just fine. And he's like, where'd you find him? She says, I don't know. Quit looking at me like that. And she says, Shale found him. He's like, who the hell is Shale? She's like, oh, this is this guy that I met in South America. I was down there teaching. What?
It's good.
I would just stayed in South America. I mean, probably could live
they
like
don't
a
make
king
Miami
over there.
seem that much better.
Yeah, you
right?
probably live like a queen down there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So she points to a photo of Shale, and Sherman gets up and looks. Fuck, that's Mr. Smith.
That's the guy.
You done been caught, dude.
Uh-oh, we'll see where this goes. All right, we cut to Joey. He is following Juan as he is driving this pretty sweet Beamer that he parks at a fruit stand. Looks like he's doing a car switch.
You guys think Beamer drivers are too aggressive? I feel like Lexus or BMW most often cuts me off in traffic.
Minivans.
I don't know. I think I would have this mentality of if I'm driving a $50,000 car, I wouldn't want anything to happen with it. But it does feel like there are people out there that are like, oh, I'm driving a $50,000 car. I dare you to bum me.
What are you driving, a fucking Camry?
Well, anymore.
$50,000 car.
I guess, yeah, I'm using
You're using 96?
The 90s rates, yeah. A $50,000 car is
that my truck leaving? Is mine still out there, Bones?
Yeah. All right. Quit looking out the window. We're trying to get to the substitute.
I saw my truck drive by, dude. A fucking dirt road.
He was concerned.
Yeah, I get it. Shale shows up to Jane's place, but the ruse is immediately over, man. Shale's like trying to hide what he's doing. He says that he's doing home security. She calls him Mr. Smith and shoves a bunch of rice in his face.
It looks undercooked. That rice does.
Makes a noise when it hits the ground.
Yeah.
He's like, can I at least explain? We cut back to the fruit stand. Juan picks up a new car and takes off. And
I love that when the guys are tailing him, because it's Tuco and Guzman that are tailing him through the fruit stand.
Yeah.
But they both have to like get a thing to blend in. So the one guy has like a big pineapple drink or something.
Yeah, Joey's got a big pineapple drink. And I think it's Wellman that's with him. Wellman's like looking at the tomatoes and stuff. Yeah. But they're fitting in. So yeah, Joey called in somebody else because now that this car switch, somebody wants to follow Joey still, but they want, or Juan, but Joey wants to stay with that car to see where it goes. Now, the guys that get in this car are some young KOD guy, I think, and the large Native American guy that kneecapped Jane. So we cut back to Jane's house, and Shale he's basically like, listen, I did this to start helping you, but I'm like kind of fucking good at this. Like, I weirdly had this moment this week where I was talking and they were just like, and she's like, what, listening? Felt like you were fucking teaching? And he was like, yeah, it's fucking weird.
Yeah, there's another movie where she actually joins his group of mercenaries just to get back at him. And she's really good at it, actually.
Yeah, they're like, you're way better than Shale.
She's like, well, if you get to do my job, I get to do yours.
They're like,
let's redo the Cuba job.
You even brought us bagged lunches and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you rule.
All right. So
Mercenary Mom.
Shale gets
Hey, 8 guys went in and 8 guys came out. This is so weird for us.
Wow.
Mercenary Mom. That sounds like that could have been a Goldie Hawn movie in the 80s.
Copyright.
Yeah. Who'd we get now? Anna Faris?
I feel like we need to go a little bit older.
Drew Barrymore?
The lady,
Drew Barrymore might work.
the lady from Titanic.
Kate Winslet?
No, the old one.
Rose is gone. Rest in
Fucking
peace.
Kathy Bates?
Nah, too old.
She played Ambulance Girl. That's a title I remember from the video store.
Who was the girl just up for the Oscar for the swimming movie?
Annette Bening?
Yeah.
Mercenary Mom, Annette Bening? I think that's too old. No dig at her.
We'll dig at her. All right.
Yeah, you're doing like a 80 for Brady mercenary thing.
Now Chris has got to put that on that list.
I think Kate Winslet is probably the age that we're looking at.
She might be too good for it, though.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry we're trying to bring A-list talent to your
but
movie.
I
I need
feel
like
like-
a B.
I feel like
Barbara Crampton.
Too old.
Kate Winslet can punch above her weight, and she also recognizes when she needs to kind of play down. You ever see The Holiday?
If we get Crampton, we're having heaters on the set. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Good call.
Lesson
I don't think
learned.
we're going to get her. She might be the mom of Mercenary Mom.
But what is... do we need sex appeal for
What about
Mercenary
like
Mom?
a Gwyneth Paltrow?
No, fuck that.
She's kind of plain looking. Diane Lane? Too
No,
old?
Nicole Kidman?
we need...
No, too
old.
much of a superstar.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Mercenary
Too
Mom
old.
needs some, like a little bit of meat on her bones. And I mean that in a good way.
What's her name? Melissa McCarthy. Too sweet?
You're too goofy now. You wouldn't believe like the fact that she's actually waylaying these gorillas. Like you got to believe that this bitch is holding
That knows how her way
an
around a Glock
M60
19.
on a movie poster.
Yeah, she would get too cute with like the...
Yeah.
What about the chick
I
from...
hope you can get that out with a tied pin.
The gun would like shoot her backwards
Yeah.
and shit, and she'd
Fall down and shit.
Yeah.
What about the lady who did Everything Everywhere All at Once? Because she did a bunch of action stuff.
Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah.
That's too badass.
She has
She's
an
a
Oscar.
mercenary.
I know, but
She has an Oscar.
Oh, you know what she would be great as? She would be great as like another mercenary, or the one that like inspired her.
When we take it to like
Or she's the bad guy.
North Korea's fucking around and like she's got to join up with mercenaries.
Okay.
Mom's group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
Like
going to love
Mercenary Mom
that.
3.
She's going to love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Every sequel in the 80s used to take it to like Russia.
All right.
Why can't we
Just sit back and enjoy the money on our yacht that we just got.
Kristen Bell?
Oh, that might work. Maybe too skinny? She's got a bulk. Well, she bulks up and then she gets the credit.
Yeah,
for like,
that's what I mean about like meat is like, this chick hits the weights and is believable that she's got
you're looking like a Linda Hamilton maybe Linda Hamilton.
no.
You want the Linda Hamilton Terminator 2 leanness with this.
No.
Too buff?
I want buffer. I don't want lean. I want. There's a very particular image that I'm having of
Who's the lady from Love Lies Bleeding?
Kristen Stewart.
No, the other one.
I don't know her name,
girlfriend.
unfortunately. That might be if we get into it now. If she's still got the body mass, maybe,
Or the girl,
or she's on the team.
who got fired from the Mandalorian and all that shit.
I don't want to taint the production with that shit, man.
Oh, we just
But
put
she would have been fucking perfect.
a whole bunch of clauses like she can't talk.
Yeah.
Only when reading script.
Fuck. Who is the chick from? She's in Sin City. She plays Marv's probation officer.
Green? Ava Green?
No, she's the dame to kill for, but she would be good in like a side role. Carla Cugino? Is that how you pronounce
Your
it?
cut is dwindling.
I threw out names.
This chick.
Oh, yeah. That might work.
You know her?
Meet Mercenary Mom.
Carla Cugino?
Nah.
You know her.
I want to get to know her. For this role.
She's in Son-in-Law, dude.
Yeah.
The Pauly Shore movie?
Can we get him as her sidekick? Oh, dude,
Again,
Pauly
I don't
Shore's
want to.
one of the mercenaries.
I don't want to taint this production. What do you-
What
kind of?
We got to have one comical guy on the team.
Let's get a commie in there too.
Sounds
Alan Tudyk.
like he's in Breaking Bad. Alan Tudyk.
We'll get him for both. We'll tell him we're filming during the day, and we'll have him stay on set at night.
I think we need to start recording at 11 a.m. from now on. It's our best stuff.
Yeah. All right. Joey calls Shale
That's a 3-6.
to ask him to meet where they follow this car to. So Juan fucks off. Wellman takes after him. Joey has followed the two guys that picked up that car to the docks, and there is a drug deal going down. Shale says that he's going to follow the money and tells Joey to follow the drugs. So two guys pull up in a boat. There's a quick handoff. The two guys that take the cash, they kind of walk down the shore. Shale goes after them. Joey goes up to the boat, just straight up kills the two dudes on the boat.
Yeah.
Takes the drugs. Now, this made enough noise, kind of gets a little bit of attention, but Shale gets to drop on the native guy and the KOD guy.
It kind of freaks you out because you kind of think that his buddies are turning on him here. That's kind of what I thought.
Well, exactly,
Yeah.
because Shale has the two guys at gunpoint, and fucking Holland comes out of nowhere,
Thank God.
takes Shale's gun, and is like, time for a little payback. Tells the big guy to get up and says, like, start kicking his ass. And you don't really know what's going on the first time you watch this. He's just letting this native guy beat the shit out of Shale. Every time Shale tries to do like a karate kick, Holland shoots at his feet and is like, none of that martial arts shit.
Man to man.
Yeah, like just lets him get the shit kicked out of him. Now he's distracted. The younger guy runs off. Finally, Shale gets the guy knocked out. He walks up to Holland and he's like, you piece of shit, what the fuck was that? And he's like, it's a little payback, bitch, for squeezing my balls and making me feel bad.
That's how they fuck with each other.
Yeah.
It looks like Forsythe just rolled out of the trailer
Yes.
with the clothes that he's wearing
But
and shit.
it is incredible how he just runs into the frame, takes like you
Yeah.
are what the fuck? Like there's no hint at it or anything.
No, you think
Like
he's
the
out of the
glasses and
movie.
shit?
Yeah.
Like he's been gone long enough that you think his character is just out. And
Yeah.
Got pissed and was like, fuck these guys.
So Shale's like walking back to him after having knocked this guy out, and he's like, you're such an asshole. And the native guy stands back up, and Holland just fucking unloads on his chest and kills him. It's like,
Pretty good squib
yeah.
there.
He's like, okay, like I'm back on the team. I just was getting a little, I was just fucking with you.
I'm back in on this movie.
Joey shows up with the drugs. The three men, they realize they've got a briefcase full of cash. We got a bag full of drugs. Joey asked Shale, what do you want to do with these? Shale just fucking chunks the drugs into the water. And they're like, what the fuck are you doing, man? All right. The next morning, we see Johnny Glades. Now, when Shale met up with Joey at the docks, Joey kind of filled him in. He was like, hey, there was a buy or a car switch at the fruit stand. The guy who owns the fruit stand is Johnny Glades. Shale says, oh, the drug dealer. And he says, like, he's never been convicted. Like, anytime that they've tried to follow him, the dude is
like
just...
Johnny Depp.
Yep. The dude is slick as hell.
Yeah,
but
he is.
we see Johnny Glades on a fucking fan boat, dude.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
Oh.
He comes up, he's got a crew, and he has that younger KOD guy from the botched deal. They call Rolay at home. Rolay is watching like the news about the shooting at the docks. And Johnny Glades is like, what the fuck happened to my money? Rolay's like, I don't know, but I'll figure it out. And to kind of send the point home, Johnny Glades' crew holds this young KOD guy into the fucking fan. Just, I don't know. Is it a decapitation at that point? Like, he's just ripped to shreds, it's inferred.
Oh, it happens all the time, Bones.
Does it?
Every day.
How did you get here?
Every day. I fan bolted it
How'd
up.
you find it?
Got on the fan boat and I came up.
This happens every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
But how did you know we were here? Did you go to the store and see our note?
Oh, I was following the drugs.
We need some.
But did you go to the store? Is what I want to know. Have you seen this?
mercenaries
Is the
followed
store
the
still
money.
standing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay over there. There's a big hole in the above the porn room now.
Who was there?
Oh, it was me. It was Elvis Presley was there.
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Elvis or Hunter S. Thompson?
It was Elvis.
Okay, because
100%. And Kim Hinkle was also there.
Oh, man, I miss Kim.
he fell through the ceiling.
Yeah, he shattered his
He
kneecap.
can't handle that. Oh, you got Jane?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. We're going to hear about that for a fucking year.
If you put somebody's head into a fan on a fan boat, will it fuck up the fan? Like, does it tweak it at all?
Yeah, but fans are cheap.
Okay.
I thought it made it faster or something.
It's just some bent metal, so it's pretty easy to replace.
That's fair. I guess you want to make sure you disconnect the spark plug before you change that, though, huh?
I guess, whatever.
Do the Gators love that type of thing?
Well, yeah, it chums the water up real good.
I didn't know if they knew a difference between, like, chicken blood and human blood.
Have you seen this happen, or you just know of it?
I see it every day.
God damn.
If you're out on the water, you're going to see it.
Do you
Is this why you're following the drugs?
Yeah.
You trying to get ahead of this?
Well, I get tired of seeing it.
Okay. Oh, dude,
So you
you
just
trying to
keep going.
substitute this thing? You trying to clean up the
Make the
swamp?
bayou respectable again.
So you fan boated all the way up to Nashville to stop the drug supply?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Are you a mercenary?
I am.
This is
I
keeps
mean, a
getting
mercenary
weirder.
is somebody who merely works for money.
That's,
So,
that's true. That is true.
if he's just working on that definition. All right. Did you ever have to pull a job in Cuba? Were you successful?
I never went down there.
No.
Quick
Not
question. Quick question, Cajun Kron, while we got you. Were there alligators in the Middle Ages, Europe?
Yes, there were alligators in.
Oh, wow.
Believe it or not, they existed also in that time.
Would they also shit in the water and stuff?
Figures a cold environment, you know.
Yeah, you guys haven't given any specifications on geography of what you're talking about. You just asked if gators existed.
No, I'm talking
You
Europe.
said medieval times, so I think
Medieval
that,
time.
They were still
Europe.
around. In,
that,
that doesn't
I
just.
think
That's not just Europe.
that
I think
implies Europe, though.
That implies Europe.
Okay. The rest of the world still existed.
Did you skip out in geography
I think
or
you
history?
skipped out in geography and history.
I was there. I know that Vietnam's in Korea.
The world did not grow in size after the medieval times ended.
Well,
You saying the Earth got bigger? I'm gonna leave now.
Depends on your belief
That's the way to
system.
get rid of him is to
Outsmart him.
How stupid be?
frustrate him with geography.
What's the capital of Louisiana?
New Orleans.
Later.
See you, Cajun Kron.
Love you.
Thanks
Bye.
for coming by. Etouffee.
Etouffee.
Rolette gets to school and starts hammering Juan like
Baton Rouge.
what? Yeah.
Maybe you fucking Yankee skull.
Oh, you're still here.
Piece of shit. Etouffee.
He starts asking Juan like what the fuck happened, like where is Johnny Glade's money, and Juan is like, and we know he's being honest, he knows fucking shit. He dropped off the car and went home. He did what he was supposed to do. Music starts over the PA. We hear Mr. Smith announce that the committee has donated a bunch of shit to the school: sports equipment, musical instruments, computers, TVs, books, art supplies, and oh yeah, pizza for everyone. And this is the
Fuck didn't our
90s.
school do this?
So of course he has to say no anchovies.
Hell yeah.
Wonder where he got that from.
Rolette comes in
Turtles.
and tells Smith that he's history. But it's too bad because Joey and the rest of the Merc crew, they're outside with a box full of goodies, man. Or a box truck full of goodies. Joey handing somebody a big tuba is pretty funny.
Yeah. We got new instruments.
Yeah. Jerome comes up and Mr. Smith is his dog now, man. He like shows him the new cool like dap. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, he daps him up.
Daps him up a little bit. Mr. Smith, he's fucking touching these kids.
Whoa.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa, bones.
Sherman confronts
God damn, dude.
Sherman confronts
You got
Smith
an unrated version?
about being Shale. And Shale's like, shut the fuck up, dude. What are you doing? And Sherman says, nah, it's fine. It's fine. But I want to help. What can I do? Shale's like, listen, keep it fucking low key right now. But what I can tell you is Rolette is involved. And this pisses Sherman off. It's, oh, fuck yeah.
Nice. Very active today.
Yeah,
Saturday.
It's busy.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to sound like we're
On the highway?
we're outside. Yeah.
Like my bed does?
Streets don't sleep out here, dude.
Sherman rightfully is a little offended by this because he's bringing up the fact that anybody, particularly some guy of color, comes in and starts to kind of make some changes and has a positive impact. Somebody comes in and tries to shut this shit down. He is not wanting to believe that Rolette could be involved with the KOD. So he gets mad and leaves. Now, Rolette, he calls Glades and he says, I fucking know where your money went, dude. It's being eaten by a bunch of high school kids right now. Because that's what we're, right? Because Smith used the drug money to buy all this shit.
What pizza company provided the pizza?
Papa John's.
Yeah. You ever feel like humping a shark? Papa John's.
Did he hump a shark?
Yeah, there's a picture of him humping a shark that he got in trouble for.
I thought that was Jimmy John.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was Papa John.
Well, the reason I said Jimmy John's because
brothers with different dads.
all right, we see Jane and Shale. They're hanging out.
I imagine
apartment.
the phone rings. Ring, ring, ring. Hey, Jimmy, John. Is this Papa John?
Hey, I know that you're doing the physical motion of putting the phone to your ear, but you put the microphone up to your.
Is this Papa John?
That is.
Hello?
You were talking into your fist with the microphone.
Is this Papa John?
We're not doing.
Yes, it's Papa John. Go for Papa John.
Hey, proposal here. I think our daughters should get married to have a John empire. This joke took way longer.
Deal. That ends this segment of the
Can I get
podcast theater.
You want to mesh Papa John's and Jimmy John's in a Dune style
Oh yeah,
combining of the houses.
that's America, baby.
I don't know. I think
The government will say no.
SEC or whatever would.
I mean, I guess the obvious play is Pizzones, right? You just seal that pizza up into kind of a sandwich style.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, because Domino's already started to do the oven baked sandwiches. So what other
What are you
option
talking
is
about
left?
the competition for? This is Papa John's and Jimmy John's.
No, I'm
bro.
a Domino's guy.
What if? Okay, hey, Papa, Jimmy here. We're going to supply all your meats for your pizza. That's how we're going to do this.
I've got some opinions that I would like to get out about minorities.
I'm all ears.
I'm Papa John.
Now you're talking.
Yep, Domino's is going to just stay woke right over here
We got lava cakes.
and not worry about that. Yep. You want to fuck a lava cake? Domino's got you.
You've been putting your dick into shark fins over there?
Showing my dominance. That's what you got to do. It's cutthroat business.
So Papa John is fucking sharks. Jimmy John's is murdering elephants.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm trying to think of another John, and I could come up with St. John's. That's a hospital.
John Bon Jovi.
No, we got to have a John for the last name.
Dr. John?
Oh, yeah. Isn't he from Louisiana?
Oh, baby. I got a whole other region for you.
Well, do they like
I don't know anything about Dr. John other than that. It's fine. We're so close here. Jane has an itch that she cannot scratch underneath her cast.
I
Turns into
got over.
a little sexy moment with her and Shale. We see them get it on. It's parent-teacher night.
This is how you know they're old. Like,
What?
that's like the thing that's how the moment happens. He helps her itch.
That doesn't imply old. That's
Yes,
just
it does.
That just means the moment strike.
If my lady had a broken leg and I itched it for her, I don't think she'd be like, hey, come over here.
You know, it's a different type of itch, though, dude.
She had an itch in her cast. What were you guys watching?
It's symbolism for her vagina, dude.
Yes, I guess. Okay.
Parent-teacher
Okay.
night. Lisa Rodriguez, she asked Mr. Sherman if she can hang out in his class until he leaves because there's some boys harassing her.
Yeah, let's not deal with the situation. Teacher.
Shale leaves for the evening.
What do you want him to do? Go
He
out there
gets-
and fucking kill him?
Discipline them.
If he hasn't done it for his tenure as a teacher, why is he going to do it now? She's not looking for him to solve the problem. She's just
Running away from the
Yes.
problem.
no. She's
You agree?
she's 100%
damn.
justified. It's fine. Shale leaves for the evening. He gets followed by some of
He is
Glade's
not the
men.
issue. He is the issue.
Yeah, they should go out there and kill them.
Yeah. Why not? That's allowed now.
I guess.
Mr. Smith brought violence to our school. The Glades dudes, they follow Shale for a bit. They drive up next to him. They try to shoot at him. Shale swerves. He doesn't get shot, but he does drive into a mobile home. They do not confirm execution. They just fucking call and say, oh, he's dead. Rollet is pretty excited. Now, Sherman and Lisa, they try to leave for the night.
The people that were sleeping in that mobile home are dead.
Yeah. 100%.
Drove right through them.
It was so close to a major road. I just assumed it was like a mobile home sales lot. I didn't even think about it being an actual residence.
There could be a couple people sneaking in there at night,
Some
working their way up.
squatters. Yeah. This squatter problem's getting out of hand, huh? What's your opinion on squatters, Dan?
Where
See
I
how woke
lay
you
my
actually are?
head is home.
What's Papa John's?
I'm not associated with any of the
Well, he
Johnses.
doesn't care where you live. You just got to put you got to put a viable address in when you order the pizza.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck who lives there.
Just eat my cheap
Who's
pizza.
paying?
The only John I respect is Pope John Paul II.
Sherman and Lisa, they try to leave for the night, but the front doors are chained. He's like, these aren't supposed to be chained, but let's try to leave through the basement. When they go downstairs, they see that Rolay and the KOD, they are unloading drugs, which are hidden in a school bus. They unfortunately make enough noise to get the attention of Rolay, who sends Juan and some other KOD after them. Sherman tells Lisa to stay put. He kind of hides her in a little spot, and then he takes off. He says, but before he leaves, he does tell her, hey, if anything happens, find Mr. Smith, tell him everything. Sherman gets the guy's attention. They follow him into the gym. He starts climbing the gym rope.
Where's he going?
I don't know, but this is pretty fucking funny.
There is a window up there.
Juan is like, where the fuck you going? You gonna make me follow you? So he starts climbing the other rope. He starts kicking at Sherman. Sherman drops. Rolay's in there.
If I was going to die, the last thing I'd do is exercise.
He stabs him with a little knife because he like swings and then he swings in and stabs him. And I thought that was cool.
Yeah,
But
they're doing a little swashbuckling up there.
He's trying to make enough of a distraction, to kind of keep them off of Lisa is my thing. But he's also like, this has clashed his worldview that Rolay is involved in this shit. And he starts calling Rolay a sellout.
I feel like this was the moment where they're like, well, it is called the substitute, so he should probably climb the gym rope.
I think you just got your movie taking place in a school.
Yeah,
you just gotta
utilize the space.
Figure out what you got.
Yeah, but wasn't that like a terrible moment for a lot of people, like climbing the rope?
I never had to do it.
I did.
I never had a gym class that had a rope.
I climbed the rope.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed that.
I thought it was all right.
I was pretty good at it.
Yeah, you just got to learn to lock your leg, right?
I think the ones I remember doing it in elementary or like around then, and I think the rope they had, it had like knot. So you kind of just had to hook your feet onto the knots and work your way up.
One of and I'm shocked if this thing is still like up. When I was in elementary school before we moved to Guam in Oklahoma, there was this giant like stainless steel playground that had absolutely just terrifying, dangerous like equipment. It had bars that were 10 feet off the air that you could just sort of climb over, and we would just do American Ninja shit on it. Like there's no way people would let their kids play on this equipment. And it had a rope and like a pole, and the rope was like locked at the bottom, so you could whip the rope around, and we would take turns like trying to climb it, and then 4 or 5 guys would get on the bottom and just like whip the shit out of you, or you would jump over to the top of it and we would just see who could hold on the longest.
Some teacher just watching with a cigarette hanging out of her lip.
Yeah. That was the school I got into a fight with this kid, and because he always wanted to play quarterback when we would play that game that rhymes with smear the whatever. They would always deter to that.
What's the game?
I'm not saying it. I already hit. We would play football, but it would always just end up into a game of smear. But he always wanted to be quarterback. And
Get the guy with the ball.
And I called him out one time. I was like, you don't need to be quarterback for both teams. Like, let another. And he was like, no, dude, like, I'm whatever. And he and I got into a fucking fight. And his best friend, I remember his name, Robbie, he wore glasses. And this was that thing of you don't ever punch a guy with glasses. But Robbie just started like waylaying me while I was beating the other guy. And I just stood up and grabbed Robbie by the collar and fucking waylaid him. And I fucked my hand up. I still have a scar on my pinky. But man, my grandfather fucking laid into me. Like, you never punch a guy with glasses. You could blind him. And I was like, a guy with glasses shouldn't be beating the shit out of me while I'm having a one-on-one.
Yeah.
Yeah. See that scar right there? Look. I'm trying to prove it. This is why we're in person.
Oh, would you look at that?
Yeah.
There's a scar there.
There is a
Audience.
scar from a dumb... He was a fucking giant kid, too. Like, I was already big for 4th grade, but Robbie was...
And that quarterback grew up to be Patrick Mahomes.
I got 3 Super Bowls.
A little young.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
Well, I got 2 Super Bowls.
Sherman
one
calls
dropped
Rollet
weight
a
charge.
sellout. And Rollet is just kind of laughing, and he's like, I'm just doing you a favor, man. And he takes Juan's gun and does the deed himself. The next morning, we hear taps being played outside the school. Students are all quiet. The mood is gloomy.
Why are they playing taps? That's like a military funeral, right?
Well,
Yeah, he was in Vietnam.
he's a veteran.
All right.
Jeez, Kron.
Smith walks up and says, who died? You did, sir, the trumpet player says. Well, I guess I am a little late. Rollet freaks out when he sees Smith is still alive.
What did you want from me there?
Well, nothing. I'm just I'm trying to balance eye contact between the two of you.
Well, you held a little too long over
So,
here.
I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Jerome sees Smith in the hallway.
Quick, hurry up. Start talking about Breaking Bread.
He's like, dude, we heard you got wasted in a drive-by. Fucking Rollet made an announcement and everything this morning. Rollet and Juan, they freak out and they bolt. They just leave the school together. Like, they are not even hiding the fact that they are working together.
They're kind of caught at this point.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
freaking out.
There's no point in like denying anymore.
Well, and in their discussion, they were like, well, he's here as a sub for Jane. Let's go see what she knows.
He's like, I don't give a fuck if he's a Harvard grad.
Smith tries to meet with Rollet. He goes and talks to her, to his assistant, and she's like, he's not really booked. I don't really know where he's at. I can tell you that he's got a 3:00 with a Mr. Wolfson at the Highlight Gym. What the fuck? So Smith leaves class to Jerome. He's like, I need you to be my substitute.
Did Highlight just go away? Is that still? Was it only like a Florida thing?
I think so. I mean,
Okay.
To me, I just associate it with that.
Yeah.
In like the opening of Miami Vice, there's dudes throwing highlight.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he tells Jerome that he needs him to lead the class. Jerome comes in and he's cock of the walk, like, you disrespect me, you're disrespecting Mr. Smith, all right? And Lisa comes in and he's like, Rodriguez, you're late. That's a demerit. She's like, Jerome, quit fucking around. I need to see Mr. Smith. It is important. And we cut to the highlight court, and it's the lawyer. That's Wolfson, our fiber man. Shale confronts
Not
him.
me, Dan. The guy from the
That's a
movie.
different
Old
guy.
Farty McToot.
Shale calls him out about Rollet and Johnny Glades. He's like, that's who you wanted to hire us for, to work for Johnny Glades. And Wolfson's like, I don't fucking know anything. Quit threatening me. Shale is like approaching him, and Wolfson starts like launching the highlight balls. I think he does hit him.
Dude, that's
with
the
one
best
of
piece
them.
of acting that Berenger does in this movie when that ball hits him like
Yeah.
in the ankle.
It
Like
probably
the
really
fucking
did.
look on his
Yeah.
face, he's like, oh, and like keeps running. I was
So-
like, it looked like it hurt.
Yeah. Well, this dude's only got like 2 highlight balls, whatever they're called. So he fucking drops his like launcher and takes off. Shale gives chase. He finds him in the locker room. There's 2 dudes in there like weaving
Like the
highlight
basket
launcher.
thing, yeah.
And they're just sitting there watching as Shale beats the shit out of Wolfson with his own helmet. And he wants to know about Johnny Glades and Rollet, like, give me as much information as you can. Wolfson's like, I will tell you, just don't hit me again. And he's like, no, fuck that. Knocks him out one last time. So he doesn't get much out of him, but other than that, Rollet is just storing and supplying drugs to Shale. So Rollet and the KOD, they're moving the drugs in, they're storing them at the school, then they supply Johnny Glades. So it's a way for Johnny Glades to kind of not have anything on hand, really. Jerome and Lisa, they show up to Jane's apartment. They are buzzed in, but when they do, we see that Jane is being held by gunpoint by Juan and some other KOD. Wow. Jane is forced to make a phone call to Mr. Smith. She leaves a message on his machine about having some papers ready for pickup. It's a little bit of an odd phone call, but so it's enough for Shale to suspect that something is up. He loads up on a few ninja stars.
Yeah, from
Jane's
like a
place.
big bucket of ninja stars that he has.
You don't carry a bucket of ninja stars?
It looks like a bourbon barrel full of ninja stars.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
like where our wives would have like a basket of potpourri.
Mm-hmm.
He has a basket of ninja stars, or like a loose change jar.
it looked bigger than that to me. It looked massive.
Oh yeah.
What is that, Costco? He's got any ninja stars?
Shale shows up to Jane's. He uses his real name though. He says it's Shale. Juan tells Jane to kind of get rid of him, but he's like, I got something from Smith. Mm-hmm. This is enough to let Jane let him up. He's got like a giant like gift package that he uses to kind of cover himself in the peephole. When Shale is let in, he instantly just starts shooting. He shoots one of the KOD guys, but Jane yells that, oh shit, there's kids in here being held. So Shale's like kind of a little defensive and less offensive now, trying to be safe. He's a little too careful though, and he gets taken down. And Juan asks Jane, like, who the fuck is this guy? And Jane's like, he's a fucking merc. What the fuck? He's freaked out about this, so he calls Rolay at Glades. Now, this is a fucking great scene because we're at the fruit market. We're in the back dock. Rolay is like chomping down on like a frozen fruit bar. Mm-hmm. We see that John Janus is there.
Hell yeah. I was happy they brought Janus back in.
It's awesome that they bring him back.
Well, after that video, you're gonna hire him.
Wolfson, the lawyer, is there, all beat up and shit. And he's talking to Glades like, I don't know who this guy is. He beat the shit out of me. Mm-hmm. And Janus is like, oh, is this Shale? And Glades is like, oh, that's the dude that made you shit yourself.
Yeah.
And Wolfson's like, yeah, whatever. Can I just have my money? Like, my father's sick. I got to get out of here.
Yeah, I love that Wolfson is like, I don't know what's happening, but my dad's real sick and I got to go.
Yeah, I got to bail. So the phone rings and it's Juan. Glades answers. I love the way he doesn't have like drug dealer vibes. He just seems like a relaxed guy. Mm-hmm. So he answers like, hello? Wait, what the fuck? You fucking kill him, all right? So he orders Juan to kill Shale. Juan is about to do it. He's like putting the silencer on his gun.
Oh yeah, there's a funny bit where like they're fighting in that lady's apartment and the landlady comes by.
Yeah, that's this part.
Okay,
yeah. So he's like
okay.
walking up to fucking shoot Shale and the door gets knocked on and Jane's like, it's my landlady. He's like, fucking get rid of her. She's like, what's all that banging? She's like, I'm sorry, I had the TV up too loud. I'll turn it down. And the landlady's like still kind of nosy, like, what is going on? But this distraction gives Shale enough time to kind of slip free. He throws some ninja stars at like two guys. He gets a gun. He kills every baddie but Juan. Juan has Janie, and he forces Shale to drop his piece.
Janie got a gun.
As soon as they close the door on that landlady, it's like,
yeah, she's not even down the hall. Yeah. So Shale drops his gun. Juan like approaches him. He's getting ready to shoot him. Bang, 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 bang. Fucking Jerome had grabbed a pistol. And he's killed Juan. And this is kind of a sweet moment. Jane walks over to Shale, kind of checks on him, and then she goes over to Jerome. She's like comforting, like, it's not your fault. Like, it's not your fault. And then Shale is like yelling at Lisa, like, why the fuck are you here? And she fills him in about what she and Mr. Sherman saw the night before and that they killed Mr. Sherman. All right. Shale and Jane, they are at Shale's place. And Shale is like, I'm going to end this now. It's fucking time. She kind of freaks out a little bit. Like, do you have to do this? He's like, I'm already this fucking deep. And he gives her the keys to the place. If anything happens to me, this place is yours because your landlady's fucking annoying. You can make you can make all the noise you want here.
Yeah, you can shoot too much. You can shoot anybody you want in this building.
It's the final showdown, dudes. Rollet and Glades, they're at the fruit market, and outside they see the car full of the dead Juan and the rest of the KOD. And I think there's like some car dealership stuff on the window. Like,
oh yeah, like fully loaded.
Something.
Kind of shit
I
like
think
that.
Glades is like, well, dude's got jokes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
The phone rings. One of the KOD guys answers it, and he's got word that Shale and a bunch of dudes entered the school. Well, fuck it. They gotta go. They gotta go make sure that their stash is safe. We see Rem is up on top of the roof on Overwatch wearing some night vision goggles. I don't think it's dark enough to justify night vision goggles, but he's got them. He's got them.
They should have shown in his view. It's all just like bright.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck's wrong with these things?
He warns the rest of the team about the approaching company. We see Holland and Shale. They unlock the stash that's in the basement. There's like a little like floor door kind of cut in. They blow this lock. They start kind of digging through the stash. Shale's like, I'm going to go check on them, leave them something of a surprise. And Holland's like, oh yeah, I'm going to treat them to something kind of nice.
You think he took a bag?
Holland?
Yeah.
Yeah, he pocketed some of this shit for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's almost kind of implied because when they cut back to him randomly, he's like, da, 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 like he's like all fucking stoked for the showdown. All right, Shale meets Rollet and Glades at the front door. They have a back and forth. Rollet's like, look, dude, this is a good deal, right? Like, and he basically, he's
like, I can cut you in on this, essentially.
Yeah, why are you trying to fuck this up? Like, what we've got going is great. We move the drugs in, we hold them, he deals them. It's a great fucking plan, man, and you're fucking it up. What we do see is Janice and his music video mercs, they're coming in, they're flanking from another side. Now, Rem does spot a sniper in a palm tree across the street.
Sniper in the palm tree.
Sniper. Shale sees the red light from the sniper scope or whatever.
Amateur.
Yeah, and it's on Wellman, who is right behind Shale. Shale uses the butt of his gun to kind of stop the bullet, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool the way they do it.
And the firefight fucking begins. Rem reports about the other set of bad guys, like the backup, that there's now two groups. We see Joey kind of sneak in through the front window. He runs around. This is a cool scene here. At first, it's like kind of annoying because why would Joey allow this? But I think he's kind of getting a beat on what's going on. So he's like in the administrative office, kind of behind the counter. And then Janice has like two teams coming down this hallway outside. And they look in and they see Joey. They're trying to shoot him, but he drops behind the counter. He kind of slides out as they're just unloading him like Predator style. And he manages to kind of flank him, and he takes out like 8 guys here. Mm-hmm. Janice does survive this, though. We see Wellman and Shale. They take out a bunch more in the hallway. They're kind of working their way up. Some of Janice's group manage to get up to the roof. They do take out Rem, but he takes out one of them with a grenade.
Hell yeah,
like
dude.
They come over to turn him over, and he's like, boom, takes out a guy.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
Classic.
Super unnecessary. Joey uses an RPG on 2 dudes in this hallway.
Yeah, dude.
Which is fucking great.
I really like all this stuff because it like just keeps ratcheting up. I mean, they start with the sniper thing, and it feels like every special guy that you would pretend existed when you were playing G.I. Joes or something. It's like, all right, there's a sniper guy, a guy with a grenade, there's an RPG dude.
Yeah. All right, Glades and some of the KOD guy, they get to the drug stash to check on it. When they open the door, it's been trapped. This thing blows up on them. There's fucking drug powder everywhere.
I mean, they probably got some in them, right? So they should be like ready to fight at this point.
Yeah, I was jazzed up.
Mm-hmm.
So Janice, who did survive like Joey killing a bunch of dudes, is now kind of stalking Shale. He goes into Shale's classroom, but Shale has his monitor set up so he's able to actually watch as Janice comes into the room. And a good tactic that they set up that Shale absolutely loves is to just sort of hide in a room out of line of sight. So when you walk past him, he gets to drop on you. So, and he's not a murderer necessarily. So he kind of gives Janice the option to like put his gun down and like kind of surrender. Janice looks at the board, which still says like, I'm sorry. And I think he's like, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Shale starts to approach him. Janice tries to kind of quick draw on him, but he takes him out.
Yeah, he shoots him into the blackboard and it like shatters.
Yeah, it was kind of weird to see what the material of a blackboard looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like shatters like glass. It's got like big chunks and little chunks.
Yeah, I guess it's just like a thin sheet over something, but yeah, some kind of rock or something like that.
So after taking him out, Shale's now trying to meet up with everybody else. He can't get Rem or Wellman on the radio. What I left out is that Janice shot Wellman in the head before he went after Shale. Holland has Glades kind of held at gunpoint, and he's kind of toying with him, doing like saying some like semi-racist shit to him. It's kind of uncomfortable, but he tells Shale on the radio, "Hey, I got him." But Rollet sneaks up and shoots Holland. As Shale is approaching where the drug stash is, Joey is on the radio and warns Shale like, "Hey, dude, it's a trap." Shale doesn't enter. Instead, he pops the breaker. The lights go out. He's able to quickly flank Rollet and Glades. Glades swings a pipe at Shale. Shale blocks it and knocks Glades away. And then Rollet and him start punching at each other. Rollet even fucking throws drugs in Shale's face.
Mm-hmm.
Smart.
Well, but now he's fueled up.
Yeah.
Now they're on equal ground, dude. They're both equally high on cocaine right now.
Glades manages to get a shot into Shale's shoulder, but Holland has survived long enough to then shoot Glades.
There's a lot of that.
Yep.
Here.
Rollet takes off. Shale checks on Holland, who's officially dead at this point, and then takes off after Rollet. Rollet's kind of hiding behind a corner. And he smashes the shit out of Shale with a
I wish he was in the sequels.
fire extinguisher. They fight back and forth. Shale ends up throwing him into a trophy case. Rollet does pick up a piece of this glass and he slices Shale. He gets Shale's gun, and instead of shooting, he needs to know who is behind this. And Shale says, "It was never about the money. It's always about the money. If it's not about the money, what the hell is there?" And this goes back to kind of what we set up before with Shale. Like he's a soldier. He's not a merc, right? He's doing this for the right thing, not the money. And he says to Rollet, "I try to explain it to you, Claude, but some things just can't be taught." And he wraps his arm around Rollet's, kind of stopping the gun, and he smashes Rollet in the nose. Instant kill.
Think he shot his nose bone up into his brain?
I think so. I think he last Boy Scouted him.
See, and that's even kind of a little kid, like that's one fact you pick up. You're like,
Yeah. Dude, you could do that. You could kill somebody
you
that
could
way.
insta-kill someone.
Shale heads
Insta-kill.
he heads outside. It's now early morning. He finds an injured Joey, the only other one to survive. They wipe away their tears and they take off as the sirens approach. Cops got great response time. Would it take them 3 hours? Shale has to remind Joey and us as the audience that Rollet had the cops on his payroll.
I did have that question though. Like after that, I was like, man, the cops like never showed up. And then like as soon as I thought that, it was like, yeah, that response time, 3 hours. I was like, yeah, all right. They got
I
me.
think he says it when he's like trying to bring him in. I think he says something about like having
Payroll.
Yeah. It's too bad we had to fuck up the school, though. I feel bad for the kids. They'll be okay. At least it's their school again. Shell says that they should head to L.A. I hear schools out there have drug problems too. Fuck that, Joey says. The two walk off as the cops arrive and the credits start to roll. The end. Substitute 1996. How's it feel? Are we still recording?
How's it feel?
Yeah, I think so.
Punks?
I don't know. Would you have
Really cowards.
Would you have loved having Mr. Smith as a substitute? Would you love to hear about?
If he walked in, I'd be like, oh, shit, I'm taking a week off. Something's going down.
I'd be like, oh, I guess we're learning about Vietnam again. Brought in another one of these haggard old guys.
That's in Korea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dan, did you do your deal?
Yeah, I got a very limited amount of research on this substitute. Released April 19th of 1996. I could not find a budget, but it did have a box office of over 14.8 million. So I figure it did pretty decent. At
14.8?
14.8
yeah,
million.
I'd be shocked if this thing cost more than a few million to make.
Yeah, maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
At the box office that week, you could catch Celtic Pride.
Daniel Stern and Dan Aykroyd and Damon Wayans.
Damon Wayans. That was released on the 19th. I believe Fargo had just opened maybe 2 weeks before at the beginning of the month.
And that was a word of mouth sort of creeper, right? That did pretty well.
The only thing I have for research is the movie. The movie was shot during the summer months, and kids who were enrolled in summer classes were extras in the film. Free Papa John's pizza was served to anyone who would stay after school to be an extra. And there was literally another one about Berenger filmed another movie with some other guy that was in like the cast. And that was it.
You guys ever see Sniper?
No, but I know he was in the first one.
Sniper is he's like imagine Shale like still active duty. Mm-hmm. He's like this master Marine sniper who's just so fucking far gone. Kind of like his not quite his platoon role. And Billy Zane is like this Olympic shooter who's like in theory probably like a better shot, but he's not like war hardened. And they bring him in, like there's this like kind of CIA op, and they're kind of trying to push out Berenger and bring in Billy Zane. It's actually pretty good. The bummer is like they've ruined it because they've made like 8 sequels, and kind of like Substitute. I don't think he's in like 2 and 3, but
Does he come back?
But then he comes back.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But it's pretty fucking good. Like it's another great Billy Zane role. Like he's playing kind of this uptight sort of like, yeah, I'm a great shot, but I've never been in, like I've never actually killed anybody.
Right.
But it's pretty fun. I would say it's, as far as a movie, it's probably better than Substitute. Well, thank you for that. Why don't we just rate my letterbox, man?
Rate my box.
We gotta learn. We don't ever want to talk. We just want to rate. You guys both put me at a 4?
No, I got you at a 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kron Howard?
Go ahead.
I got you at a 3.
Dan, I got you at a 3.0.
Bunzy?
That's where I was with you, that both a 3.
Kron Howard, take it away.
All right, guys, The Substitute. I mean, there is a lot of fun stuff in here. I do think it's a little slow, like getting into the meat of the action, like all the mercenary stuff. I feel like that's really contained to the last third. I guess I wish there had been like I guess you get like they fight the big guy who broke the knee, but I don't know. It seems like there could have been a way to mix in more gunplay, more kind of merc stuff going on. I don't know. The movie's fun. It feels kind of like a throw your feet up on a Sunday afternoon kind of vibe, maybe. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, nothing crazy negative to say about it. Just kind of washes over you. 3.0.
All right, Kron has a 3.0.
Danimal.
Yeah, I'll echo what Kron says. There are some fun stuff in here. I like the guy that farts and shits his pants. I think that's. I think you got enough comedy here with it weighs well with the action. A little long, almost. I think it's right at 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I like all the stuff at the very end with the mercenaries and all his group against the other dudes. I like the dude's fucking video that he made and shit like that. Yeah, I mean, just kind of right down the center there. I'm at a 3.0 as well. Like I said, not super negative to say about it. Like I said, maybe they just added a little too much. I don't know. It's a good time. I enjoyed it.
3.0?
3.0.
Fair. All right. I actually wrote out some thoughts for the first time in a long time. This thing has it has the feel of an episode of a TV show like the A-Team, for example. It really makes you long for more interaction with the mercenary crew. Like, because they're in it very little, but they do have charm. And you do really buy like the diversity of these guys, but getting along and working well together. I think Tom Berenger is fun to watch. I think he's a lame badass. I think he's really reserved. And when he does need to amp up and, I am the war chief, like, do not fuck with me. I think he's able to kind of tap into that. But a lot of times I do think he's just sort of coasting. He's aware of what movie he is in. I think next to him, the person that knows what movie they're in is Jane. She is just goofy and having this fun time, but also trying to relay the sentimental like attachment that a teacher really would have. Like, you really do believe that she cares and Sherman cares. And it's kind of tough that, the scare that was created in these urban centers to just, in a way, fucking pump up, the conservative messaging of, what could fix this as a white guy with a gun sort of thing, which is kind of a bummer. I do think the jokes play. I can't think of any attempt at humor that isn't successful. Marc Anthony is really believable as a shithead. Like, he surpasses or suppresses rather, I think, Ernie Hudson's performance. It's like I said, Ernie Hudson is Winston to me, and it's a bummer that you just, as a kid, when you watch movies over and over and over, you lock people into that. I have a problem watching Michael Keaton in any movie before Batman for me. But it's fun. That being said, while it's a breeze to watch, it is an hour 50 and it doesn't seem like it needs to be. But if you assess it, you're like, well, there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of like political, socioeconomic, racial shit. Like, you somehow introduce Johnny Glades way late, but it feels okay. It doesn't feel tacked on. It's very dense. I don't think that there's anything lost or gained. Like, in a TV cut, you could like trim this, which I think is actually a benefit to like how well it's made. It's like not super graphic. Mm-hmm. There's like, you could cut the strip scene, you could strip out some language, and this thing could flow really well on TBS. It's solid, but it's lame in a positive way. I think it's successful in what it does, but I recognize that there's nothing great about it. So for me, it's a 3.5.
All right. Let me see if I can do this.
It would be a 0.5 for Kron, right?
Yeah, because you guessed a 4.0 for you.
Yep.
And then it would be right on the money.
Yeah, you got yourself a 1.
All right, guys. The substitute would end up with a score from the three of us of 3.17. this bad boy would be sitting at number 65 on the big list. This would currently be right below Split Second and right above Black Roses, a much better movie.
No way. Also deals with a school.
Mm-hmm.
Split Second is another lame badass. Rutger Hauer, I would put in lame badass category.
Yeah, do them as a triple feature.
Yeah.
Maybe a category.
It is weird how you can look at these and how they end up. They sort of group. You kind of make these weird triple features out of them sometimes. I had fun. I hope you guys had fun. Listener, I hope you had fun. I hope the sound quality of our Smashville recording center has been okay.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how they shake out.
Yeah. Hopefully you've listened and enjoyed the Castle Freak episode last week and The Edge week before. That being said, discussing those movies, at the end of every category, we must play Fuck, Marry, Kill. Okay. Dan, this was your category. Or you let us off, rather. It would have been your category, given the order. So would you like to go first or last?
I'll go first.
Okay. Marry is... Or no, fuck, eat, kill is what we've changed it to. And eat is marry, so it's highest.
I'm gonna eat the castle freak because I just want to live in that castle with that freak. I think we could double team, man. That's fucking a tag team dream.
What the fuck are you saying?
I know the mic can hear you, which means Kron, who's monitoring, can hear you. I can barely hear you.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Nate over here.
Yeah, I like that.
Castle Freak.
I'm gonna eat that castle freak. I'm gonna kill the Edge. I don't want that bear coming after me.
Wow.
All right.
And am I fucking the substitute?
Yeah.
I guess so.
What it sounds
Let's
like.
fucking lick those scars off of Tom Berenger's face.
Right. What you got, Kron?
All right, I'm going to eat Castle Freak like it's a thumb, and I'm trying to slip these cuffs right off my wrist.
You can eat some other stuff in that movie, too.
Well, I went with the safest approach. I'm going to fuck the Edge and kill the substitute with an RPG, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. I will say that this is one of the toughest that I've had to do in a really long time. I had fun with all three of these movies and these records, so I want to say that ahead of time. I think I got to eat the Edge. I think I am fucking the substitute, and I am very, very reluctantly putting it out of its misery, killing Castle Freak. In any other category, I feel like it would be a much easier kill for me.
Can we have a castle freak come out at our live show?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We'll get a guy. We'll get a little thin guy.
So during the Edge episode, we were talking about what we would do with a bunch of money. And I got to tell you, whether or not we do a live show has become my new... Yeah, your money is our money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to pay me $5 million up front. Then you got to pay me a salary.
So we've been at 3 years. We have maybe 60 subscribers. We average about 4 downloads a week. At the rate we're going, we'll be on Social Security when we can do a live show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it does give me a lot of joy to think about what we could do in a live show setting. And Kron, dressed as a castle freak, is now entered the highest echelon of my dreams.
Please let me cut his dinghy off.
No,
I'll eat it.
We'll just do you do like the John Cena Oscar thing. We'll put a little.
I'll wear like a little loincloth.
Like a little sack, but that has like extra little balls, like truck balls.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So you're agreeing to this?
Yeah, sure. In fucking 2053,
it's never
going to
happen. So it's all
next year.
I got to tell you, it's honestly tough for me to kill.
You got to kill one
Castle
of them.
Freak, but the Edge, that is. that's just like so top tier to me compared to the other two. All right. Come back for an after showers. We are going to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
Kron, are you ready to reveal what, when we return to regularly scheduled Zoom podcasts, are you ready to reveal what the next category will be?
Yeah, I'm going to flip a quarter on this break, and whatever it lands on is what we're doing.
Okay. I would like to tell people, if you're listening now, next week in your feed, you're getting what we're calling the cocktail commentary, which we will be recording later tonight. It will be fucking chaotic.
Yeah. We'll definitely be drinking bull shots.
Yeah, we're doing bull shots. We're going to do some thank yous.
Fuck these people.
I thought about doing some questions and answers, but we never get any. I mean, we get the occasional one. You know, Mount Molehill left us a voicemail once, which was kind of nice. But we'll see. It's going to be fucking loud. It's going to make no sense. But we are watching Hard Target. We hope you, if you're familiar with Hard Target, you just listen along. Or if you haven't seen it, throw it on. Be like you're hanging out with the dirty dudes.
Yeah.
All right. So Dan, get us out of here.
Hey, thank you to all the listeners. We love you, each and every one of you. Please send pictures of your moms. If you're on social media,
I'll look at those pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Please follow, rate, subscribe on Apple or Spotify. It helps us bring the show to more people for world domination. Follow us on the socials. You can follow us on Instagram. You could follow us on Threads. You could follow us on Letterboxd if you'd like. That's where you can find Mount Molehill's list of movies that we've talked about but not covered. That's where we got these 3 fine movies from. But if you really want to fuck with us, there is a Discord link on every episode that drops every Wednesday of 5DR. So get on there. Come and join us. Have fun. We'll put the pictures up of our listeners' moms and we can rate them. Because we like rating shit.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that...
10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
More picks. Need more picks. Determining. Computer, enhance. And if you really, really want to get scandalous, Kron is on OnlyFans. But please privately DM him for that info.
For nudes.
For nudes.
You'll do risque boudoir
Well,
photos.
actually, it's I DM'd last week, and it's only clothes that he'll send you. You got to DM him for clothes.
You got to pay me to put the clothes on.
It's wacky.
I get it. If you're making bank, dude.
But other than that, I love you guys. Crash and burn.
Walt.
Crash and burn. All right, welcome back, everybody, to the 5-Day Rentals podcast. It's the after shower segment of the show. We're here. We're in person. It's time to reveal
I'm right here. You're right there. Dan's right there.
a new category. Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
Always. Best part of the show.
We'll see, won't we?
It doesn't matter. That's the point.
Because I was down between 2 categories. I flipped a coin 3 times. And 3 times it came up heads. Now, if there's any more clear indication that this was meant to be, I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
We're here in person. We're feeling good. We're having a fun time.
Me and Bones are holding hands.
Why bring it down?
Why does this bother you?
What?
That we're holding hands.
It doesn't bother me.
But you said, why bring it down?
I meant in like what I'm about to announce.
Oh, okay. Why? Try to undercut it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is it more exciting than me and Bones holding hands?
Well, that in and of itself is less exciting than when you guys started acting out Breaking Bad.
We were just doing dialogue.
I was playing Skylar though, so
We were just doing dialogue.
We've had a long history on this show
Oh, God damn it.
of revenge categories. There was, of course, the Revenge one, followed by Pinocchio's Revenge /
ancient
Olden
times, medieval times, which apparently also happened everywhere.
No alligators.
Medieval times happened everywhere.
Medieval times was happening while the rest of the world existed.
Yeah.
I don't remember Revenge 3
Somebody might have to correct us.
or Revenge 4.
How did...
But Revenge 5 was Big Rigs Are Back. Or wait, that was Revenge 4. I don't remember Revenge 3.
No, it wasn't erotic thrillers.
It doesn't matter.
Puppets wasn't a revenge. The original.
Pinocchio's Revenge.
Yeah, but Puppet Master.
That's right. Puppet Master category. That was a revenge.
Okay.
That's all the revenges so far.
So it went Revenge. Then it went to Pinocchio's Revenge, Puppet Master Revenge, and then Big Rig's Revenge.
Revenge was my category, right? I had a category.
You brought revenge, the category.
And you keep bringing it.
So what was... Okay, so you just bumped it off of... Okay.
So here's my question. How, when you get to 4 or 5 revenges, it's no longer revenge. It's just... That's just what you do, right?
No, it's still
you
revenge.
Are now Paul Kersey.
It's still revenge.
What are you doing?
You
to
either
yourself?
didn't succeed in your revenge the first time, or you're now addicted to the revenge.
I'm still seeking revenge.
Okay. These are just different chapters in the overall single arc of your revenge.
I mean, every time he does a revenge, a John Wick movie comes out. So
Yeah. So is this 5 or 6?
this is 5.
Guys, this is Revenge 5. I hope you're hearing the pitter-patter of little feet. Because this is... This is the Revenge 5. The Revenge of Puppets Revenge. We're doing puppets again. People fucking love it.
I called it last night.
Yeah, we
I
talked
not?
about it. And he said he flipped a coin. I believe him.
I'm not going to do that. Fucking liar.
The name of the movie that we're going to be watching first. Caveat. This is Revenge 5. The Revenge of Puppets Revenge /
No.
New Moon. Because there will be no full moon features.
All right.
Okay.
I like that. I like that.
The first movie we will be watching is Pin from 1988.
Damn it.
I knew that was coming.
Directed by Sander Storm.
That's the one I've been sitting on.
I'm pretty sure this bad boy is available on YouTube. It was when I made the list. If it is not, I will buy it and rip it.
Pin. Is it a puppet or just a doll?
It's like
We're a
a
little
human,
loose, right? Dolls
it's
are
like
allowed.
a human doll. It's dolls are in the mix.
Okay.
1988.
So I could do Lars and the Real Girl.
If you must.
Okay.
If you want to cry.
I haven't cried since The Outsiders, so
And I can't do a full moon.
No full moon. It's new moon.
okay.
Does Puppet have to be a main character?
It's got to have a puppet or a doll in it. We've done 9 of these. How is it complicated?
I'm just asking. You're over here saying new moon, full moon.
It's new moon. You can't pick a full moon feature. Okay. It's
Okay.
got to have a puppet or a doll.
All right. I'm just asking, dude. I don't know what you want.
Can we get some clarification? I know I just asked about dolls, but are we talking hand puppet, marionette,
Yeah. Those
the
are
Muppets?
puppets. Not Muppets.
Damn it.
Why not Muppets?
Dolls, toys, Barbies.
In the movie, it has to be a puppet or a doll. In the world of the Muppets, Gonzo is like a guy that he's just that thing.
I think he's an alien.
All right. Well, Kermit's a frog.
I think
he's not a puppet.
Okay.
He's a puppet in real life. He's not a puppet in the world of the Muppets.
Do Team America because in the logic of that movie, they're not puppets.
Yeah.
We're talking, okay.
There's got to be little puppets and dolls getting up to mischievous stuff.
Action figures? Dolls?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know what Bones is picking.
Small soldiers.
Fuck.
Shut up.
Somebody was going to do it.
Okay.
I got to balance out the pin.
You guys thought it'd be fun to get here in person and we'd be riding high.
This is what I wanted. I wanted people like this.
Getting
You
it out
have
of the
fun
way.
doing it.
People are going to be so amped up on the Discord when they hear this.
We're starting our 4th year
I can't
and puppets are still strong.
wait till we get another 2 years down the road. You ain't gonna you get dust in the wind, bro.
I'll still be picking puppet categories, dude. Maybe one of you guys could do a little of the heavy lifting and pick a puppet category from time to time, huh?
You're so good at it.
Here's a
I
puppet.
perfected revenge in one category. You keep
Technically, in the courts, I have been proven to be the puppet master. But
If you ask people what they liked about this show, puppets would be top 3.
Is it an ironic appreciation or is it a legit appreciation?
we have the power.
Is there
to
a
do
puppet
that.
market that we're probably not exploiting as much as we could?
I think we've tapped into that vein.
Okay.
There are puppet heads out there. I like hearing this shit.
Okay.
All right.
I think we might need to do a rewind just for the sake to figure out who has been carrying the load. Because you could say,
In terms of picking puppet categories?
well,
I'll tell you this much. I know that I'm not carrying a load because the last 3 episodes we did were straight bangers. And I came on every one of them.
I thought these 3 episodes were pretty strong.
Yeah.
That was another point in the records where I wish you weren't making eye contact with me.
But it still came out though, right?
Now
You got it out of there, dude.
Was that technically rehearsal for Breaking Bread?
I mean, he was rehearsing in his pants. Yeah.
Because I feel like
We were just running dialogue.
you should just be edging while you're in rehearsal.
Now, I think the beginning of Breaking Brad is Brad trying to spit underneath his nutsack.
Okay. Can we let's take this opportunity. Who gives a fuck how long we go? Are we saying, is the base premise of Breaking Brad that he's getting into gay porn because he has a cancer diagnosis and he needs to save his family?
Do you think
Are we saying that the gay porn is the meth?
Do you think that would hurt him in the gay porn world, knowing he has cancer?
I think it's too heavy for the premise of a porn.
I feel like that they wouldn't want to work with him.
Well, he's going to be all lean and shit, though. He's going to look kind of sexy.
This is terrible.
Dallas Buyers Club?
That's
Yeah, but that's what I'm picturing when he says that.
He's going to be all smooth and stuff. You're going for so why is it is it a chemistry teacher turns to making meth and it just happens to be they all fuck each other?
No, I think it's just
we want him out of school.
It's just like a team up of an old guy and his former student, and they start fucking.
I think, or maybe it doesn't necessarily be gay porn. Maybe it's just like prostituting.
Yeah, maybe
like in
his
the Albuquerque area. Like the Jesse character has been selling his booty. And
well, that's how he starts. But then Heisenberg comes in and he's like, I can take you to the top. And he kind of gets him into the world.
Oh, so like how Walt shows Jesse how to make really good meth, he's going to show him how to give like really good head.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's like this guy who runs like a pimp that's like tied with the Mexican mafia and stuff, who wants to kind of bring him in, and they put him in a lab and they
they're in a
just
lab.
and they're just like sucking the shit out of a bunch of dicks and stuff.
Yeah.
And they bring in this other guy who's like obsessed with who's like really good at sucking dick, but they like cause a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Jesse character ends up giving him a facial, and Gale goes blind. So Gale's dead.
Sure. Yeah,
But that's probably that's like what, season 3 though.
yeah, that's
You
ways
gotta
away.
do a fly episode though, right? Mm-hmm. And it's just him trying to zip his pants back up.
Yeah.
Nice.
You get Rian Johnson for that one?
He's probably busy with making awesome Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
The best Star Wars movies.
Okay. I just needed to know
The
if we
only
were still
good Star
doing
Wars
meth or
movie.
not, because morally, I don't know if I'm okay with that.
What if the meth they're selling makes... No. Doesn't make them gay.
No, because that implies that being like, that's a problem.
bad, yeah.
But
I think you just replace the meth with the world of porn.
yeah,
He's going to bring him in.
yeah.
Just replace meth with a dick. So you just...
I don't
went-
think it. I
he
don't
went to
think
the
we need.
board.
It doesn't need to stay homosexual. I think you open it way up.
Well, everything,
they're
everything's
boning
in these days.
everybody.
Like,
Bones,
bi
you're
is-
out. You're off the project.
No, I'm saying bi
I'm trying to
is
get
cool
boobs
now.
and stuff in this thing.
Well, yeah, bi is cool now.
Don't say it like that. Like an old guy who's
Well, no,
like
I'm just-
reluctant to accept it.
No, I've always accepted that. I'm just saying in the porn world, that's like the new hotness. Just like how, I'm stuck in the oven was the new hotness like 2 years ago.
I think it's still the hotness, dude.
That's your own personal choice.
I think
These chicks get
my
stuck,
algorithm
dude.
is all about being stuck.
These chicks are so clumsy.
Well, yeah, because you could do a spinoff called Breaking Free, where it's all these stepmoms trying to figure out
How to get out
get
from
out of
under the
these-
coffee table.
dryers.
How to get out of Albuquerque because the cocksucker is
sucks.
so terrible. Puppets, Pen, 1988.
They got to buy a ball wash. Mm-hmm. Well, Dan farted on the show. I think
That means it's
I
time
think
to
it's
leave.
time to leave.
Kron Howard, what's the name of this category?
The name of this category is Revenge 5. The Revenge of Puppets Revenge. / New Moon.
Moon. Crash and burn.
Crash and Bird.
Crash and burn. Can you just make a category that's like puppets? Just puppets.
No.
No further questions. Damn, it's been like 3 weeks. Where are these dudes at? I'm getting tired in this vent.
I'm gonna light up a cigarette in here.
Let everybody speak up at once. Damn.
Kim, you good? You mind if I light up?
Oh, you can't smoke in the vent.
I'm doing
I'm smoking in the vent.
it. You got?
If 2 of us want to smoke, I think that should be allowed.
All right, let's just all smoke in the vent then.
You're on my legs, man. Back up.
What part of the store are we in? Are we above the porn room?
Oh.
Oh,
Yes.
You can definitely hear the AC kick on.
it's a.
It's blowing all your smoke in my face, and I don't think we should smoke.
I got a goddamn weird smell in here. I'll tell you how much. Shit.
Anyway, have the boys met Hunter S. Thompson yet? Should he have come in?
Oh, I thought that was Elvis Presley, to be honest with you.
Where are you from, man?
Well, to be fair, we've only seen his feet. He is in the vent in front of us.
You got a lighter?
Here you go.
Oh, this is one of them titty lighters.
Is it Elvis or is it Hunter S. Thompson?
Listen here, you swine. My name's Doctor. I'm a doctor.
I'm still
I
confused.
still don't know. I still don't know.
I'm a fucking doctor.
All right, Dr. Elvis Presley and Kim Hinkle.
Dr. Cajun Kron?
I don't know why you guys. I was in the vent for other reasons. You came in.
Yeah, you look like you've always been in a vent, you dirty prick.
How dare you? The bayou's more of a sauna atmosphere than a
I
vent.
got business with the boys. If you guys got business between yourselves, let me move up to the front.
I'm just here
Let
for
me
an
squeeze
article,
by
man.
you.
I'm just here for a fucking article. I got a deadline, you know.
Okay.
You write an article about the boys?
I read an article about this store, yeah.
Oh, sounds like a whole lot of shaking's going on.
Oh.
I am from Kentucky.
All right.
Listen off facts. That's good. That's a good start.
And later you moved to Memphis, I guess?
Yeah, oh, Elvis was from Texas, you idiot. They didn't tell you that, though. That was a Nixon cover-up.
I think this is too early in the day. I think everybody's a little off.
This was rough.
I'm just waiting for this vent to fall.
Start shaking it a little bit. Move those hips, Elvis Presley.
That's why I wanted to know where we were above, because if we do got to punch our way out, I don't want to be falling in smut.
This is the only thing that drives the American dream these days. Politics and tits.
If you're going to talk politics, I'm punching out of this vent.
Up and down, you asshole. You just hit my leg.
Dr. Thompson has on blue suede shoes. I can see him now.
I gotta get out of here.
In the light of this pornography room.
I gotta get out of here.
You ain't nothing but a gonzo.
That's right.
Writing all the time.
I refuse to use email. Anyway.
Put that shotgun back in your mouth. Let's move on.
What am I, Kurt Cobain?